grandest of days and risings to all of the people that are of great light and true energy, the perfect resonance of truth and, light. And when we think about light, we're talking about information, we're talking about not being heavy, which would be heavy laden or anything of the sort, right? I want to make sure you guys can hear me. I'm actually sitting in the area where I could wake up other people in the house. So I want to, I get pretty loud. I want to make sure that you can hear me. So if you can hear me, anybody that is listening, just put a one in the chat. I'm going to be talking about a couple of things today. If you've seen from my title, um, I'm kind of fed up with the communities and the lies, the agents that are around that are here to distract people from everything that is truth and real right now. Let's start with, I'm going to go back. We'll end with what's going on with the information in the title. We're going to start from, let's say, a year ago. A year ago, there were a lot of different things going on in the community. Me, myself, being very new, if you're not really familiar with Sistar Soul, I actually do radio. And because of that, I came to YouTube to actually find information that would grant risings to any that are awakened and listening. You must have had an energy or an insight to be here with me this minute. So this word must be for you. What's going on? Have a very horrible raspy voice this morning. Nose is kind of plugged. My sinuses are draining. I'm sipping tea. Been up for about an hour and hasn't helped so far, but I can breathe a little better. So I felt like this was an appropriate time to at least try to get this out real quick because I have another live scheduled for later. Okay, I don't think I need to blow. Excuse me, guys. But so we're going to start with about a year ago when I came into the community, trying to familiarize myself with what's kind of going on. When the YouTube came out and was popular amongst the young people with music and things of that nature some years back, I wasn't very familiar with it, but there's a small community of people I was aware of. When I did visit the YouTube community, there were the Neta, who actually was one of the bigger people that promoted a lot of other conscious community people. I'm not going to get into naming all the different people. He went through a list of people. He continued to add on people. Some people kind of disappeared. You don't know what happened to them. They were here for a minute, then gone. When it came to that, a short while after his promotions, we started to see a lot going on with Brother Polite and Young Pharaoh. Grand Awakening, Grand Risings to you. So, first, we went from, Sinetta and his expansion of, his lot of workers. I would consume them to be, a debacle of information that he wanted to just throw out there. He didn't have, let me say this. He didn't have information himself, right? If he had information himself, what he would have done was start to promote himself on his own channel. He may have visited other channels. He may have went to other, shows and speaking engagements, so on and so forth. But because he wanted to be so big in the community or so large or the grandest thing, Sistar, what's up? There go my sis this morning. I knew she was up. Her mind was like, uh-oh, something going on. Where's that? Sis don't be playing. She catches all facts, all details, and be right there supporting everybody. Gretchen Helms, we really love you, sweetheart. I know I do. I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I always hear great things about you. So I'm assuming everyone else feels the way that I do, even though I'm new to the community, babe. I've been noticing everything you've been doing. You and I'm trying to remember her name. Taz CEO. She had a different name. Southwind. I remember her as Southwind, Gretchen Helm in Southwind. I don't care, if I was in the new and learning a community, you were there. You know the genuine ones, right, babe? We love and appreciate you, sweetheart. Yes, Grand Risings, brother. How are you, Antoine? Same as you. I am awesome. I am awesome. So now let's get back on track, y'all. So we can like bring these. Yes, yes. She says she loves us all too. We know that, baby. We feel it. We feel it all the way through. So when it comes to this, let's get back on track to the thing because I'll get distracted with my emotions when I go to what I feel and all that. I'm talking about the girl and the people that are genuine. I don't want to get on that level. I'm gonna get on the people that ain't genuine. We about to, bring a little hilt of confusion to the open. Let's just bust that scab and push and poke on that little boil and just pop that shit out and get everything out in the open. So it's just that disgusting flavor is just gone and dismissed. Okay, so boom, young Pharaoh. Um, Brother Polite. There were a couple of others. Seti, we know Cyron Seti. He was also one of the bigger ones that brought the information. His strong voice, his strength in what he felt, the way he bring his information. He was powerful. He was one of the warriors in the group, right? Then we had young Pharaoh, this young intelligent guy, and everybody's like, "Who is this young dude coming out with all this information? He sounds so smart. He's talking about things I've never heard before. Blah blah blah. This, and that." Yeah, he was fascinating to people, right? Then we had our brother Polite. Oh, nice brother Polite. He's so articulate and this, and that, and that. We're gonna talk about a couple of things. We're gonna talk about things that are brought to the forefront and the things that have not, right? Now, me myself, I'm from New York. I've just moved to Texas, as most people know, and I've lived in New York since my early 20s. So 20 something years in that city, I have heard and seen and just kind of witnessed a lot of different things, not only with different people, but others' outlooks, the way that people have expressed things they've went through. You hear the what you call gossip and things of this nature. But when we're thinking about these things, we don't know what's true, what's not. So you hear things, you pass them over, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm the type to come to a conclusion. I recollect facts. I kind of put them together like a puzzle. Once I can put them together like a puzzle, then I'll kind of discover my own truth. I won't force that truth upon anyone else, right? I'm not going to make anyone think that what I'm saying is actually the only fact. I'm not going to let a person or lead them into the grandeur that I am the all knowing and the all seeing, because I am not. I'm not that person to act like everything that I say is 100% prophetic, nor do I think that everything I say is the and all and the be all. We all have a perception of being, a perception of our thoughts, our imagination, our life, everything that grows us. And these things make us the person that we are. So if as I am giving my particular view, this would all be dependent upon the things that I've collected over my lifetime, over my passage, over my voyage. It's like if I took a trip around the world and everywhere I went, I collected one particular thing that I wanted to save and say, this is from my trip around the world. And I can designate each one of these particular pieces to an area. I myself personally, I can make a map of artifacts. These are the type of things from this area. You know what I'm saying? You picture, or you can make something out of what you have, whether that be physical, mentally, spiritually. So these things all combine, and then you're able to actually come forth with something in manifesting that actual picture, manifesting everything that you need. Negus, what's going on, brother? Great day, great day. So what we have to do, guys, we have to realize and understand that another person's perception is not always your perception. You may see something they're totally seeing differently, right? You can be on one side of the room from a person being in the same space, right? And still have a different view or outlook on a certain situation or something that's in that same room. I, I don't even want to get too deep in that. Y'all know I will wonder. Okay, let me bring myself back. So what I was talking about um, was me being able to um, put these little pieces together. So we're just going to talk about Sister Soul right now because I only have the means to speak on myself. I can't speak on anybody else, right? But when it comes to me, I'll take the pieces of the puzzle, I'll put them together, and then when I put them together, I'm now formulating a picture. And once I can frame those things together, I am able to fragment. When you're framing it, you're putting or pulling all of those fragments into a designated area or spot. And when you do that, it's sitting there, and now boom, I have my picture. So, what I do when I'm giving you guys information, when I'm talking to you about anything, Truth Master, what's going on, bro? Truth Master Dre, appreciate you coming through, bro. So, I'm fragmenting everything, pulling it together. I have my picture now. So, boom, I can now give you a description of everything that there was to comprise in this particular piece of artwork. My mind, it's art, it's artwork. I ain't all that, but the girl ain't stupid. You hear me? So, when it comes to that, oh, I gotta take a sip, y'all. See, these sinuses killing me already. I ain't even get to talking good. Mm. Okay, so when it comes to that, right, people are having a picture and putting things in place or in mind. So now we're going to take that particular thought, right, that thought process, and we're going to apply it to others, in what they're doing as well. Now let's think about Sinetta. Remember, I just said when you're thinking about putting the puzzle together, you're going to take those pieces, you're going to start to frame it. And then when everything's together, this is what you're looking at and viewing. This is what Sinetter did. He started a particular art show, per se. We'll say that. He started an art show and he started pulling all of these pieces to the puzzle together, placing them all together on his platform so that he can have everything to frame a picture of what he wanted. He had one section where I'll have these arguing, we'll be able to put things together where they can go back and forth. We can build debates and then we can go to the community, have people come out, charge for tickets. Listen, they had such a scheme. I don't even want to get into the schemes because I'm gonna get distracted on all of them. But that's just one thing you have to think about. He formulated his particular piece of artwork, which was to transpire pictures into the mind frame of people and into their thinking. It actually started to make people believe things because you're hearing the similar arguments between these people and then you're hearing them disagree, but then you're hearing them all presented on the same platform. So every time your mind would be joggling back and forth. Oh, you're hearing this information. Most of this information was new to mostly everyone, right? So when they're looking to get the information, they're pulling in these bits and pieces of information. It's confusing. It's very jogging to the mindset when you're hearing about Africa. We're out of Africa, this, and that they call it, the Pan-African people. We're from here, we're from there, we're doing this. Yes, we're from Africa. You guys better wake up, blah, 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 blah. Then you're hearing, all these Egyptology stories. You're hearing about Kemet. People are looking like, what's Kemet? Where'd this come from? Boom, boom, boom. You're hearing about all these different things. There are still the Christians. Obviously we can't get rid of that. The Christians preaching the word, the Jesus this, Jesus that, so on and so forth. Now when we have these things that are going on, particularly in trying to put that puzzle together. J my, what's going on, brother? Grand risings, bro. Great day, great day. Yes, yes. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Tracy, thanks so much for coming through. So basically, when doing that, people were confused. So now you're kind of stuck, right? Now it's like you're magnetized to this guy. This Sinetta Network, Sinetta TV, you guys can go over there and now I'm going to try to figure this out because he's got all these different people. I have discernment. I have perfect mindset. I'll be able to figure out what's going on and piece these pieces together. So let me just hear everybody. You have no choice. First off, shit, he's putting everything in your face. He didn't have just one thing that he focused on. He wanted to keep you confused. Shit, you came to the platform confused. What was the need of coming and getting more confusion with all of these different people, all these different concepts, all of these different varieties of religious aspects and cult type of of people teaching certain things, so on and so forth. Why did he need to do that? Don't bring more confusion, brother. If you're going to bring some information, bring clarity and truth. So that would mean sticking to one particular point and focusing on that, bringing that document out, bringing those pictures out, bringing anything that you have to reference this particular thing, and bringing truth and light to it. But if you don't do that, then you're still leaving the mind to wander. You're not giving me anything to decipher as to what is actual truth. It's crazy. This shit crazy as hell. So when you're thinking about it, um he he had all of that, right? So now everyone's confused, they're staying there, so now everybody started drifting off, right? Now let's go back to a little bit before Sinetta Studios, when this gentleman had a past. Now, we all have a past. We all go through things. We can, make mistakes in our lives. We can continue to grow. And this is what makes us stronger in life. This is how we're able to be an example to other people and are actually to able to tell them an experience that we went through that they can possibly avoid, because now you've heard this from someone else. Alexis Grandis says, "Hi, babe. Hope you had a great, great rest." And everybody, I hope all you guys slept well. Everyone's up early. I'm assuming you had a well rest. Y'all woke up with the best of energy, all positive goodness, and everything that's exuding from you will definitely sprout out and spread to anybody that you come into contact with today. So, yeah, let's make sure I say that. Thinking about y'all right quick. So, now when it comes to that, we have to think about everything that was going on at that particular time. So now, possibly a setup. Now, I'm going to put you in the mic. I'm not the person to tell you what was going on. Listen, I wasn't behind the scenes. I'm not the know all be all, any of that. But I do have certain discernment. I'll tell you that. I do read certain information. I'm an energy reader, so I can kind of decipher through things. I can kind of, what's the best way to say it? See through bullshit. you know, that's just, I mean, I've been like this since I was a child. I don't know if it has anything to do with my accident. I don't know if it has anything to do with the unveiling. If you guys haven't ever checked out my sun gazing video, I have a lot of sun gazing videos, but there's actually one with information on sun gazing and the certain things that you go through when it comes to a certain unveiling when you're doing a proper amount of sun gazing that can open it up. Tressie Rockamore talking about Kim. Who the hell is this? That's funny. Who is Tressie? What's up, Boo? Is that your niece? I think that is niece. Yep, yeah, that's my niece. Okay, so boom. When we're thinking about it, right? When I seen Kim, y'all, I'm sorry that distracted. I'm like, who the heck put Kim in there? That's a family. What's up? What's up, boo boo? Sending love, mwah. So when it comes to that, right, we're tripping on the fact that now they have conglomerated themselves together and actually formulated something that will start to get everything screwed up in people's mind. We're going to separate. We're going to pull a group here, pull a group there, pull a group there. So now this guy that has come into the community, this big leader of everything that I'm going to put this link out just in case anybody want to tap in and add into what I'm saying. Just get up here with me, keep me company, either or. I don't know why people be scared to get up here with me. I'm not rude. I'm not nasty or anything. I love like everybody. You know what I'm saying? I've supported everybody, been on everybody panel, everybody platform. I guess because your girl was shut down BS. People don't like me. Oh, Sister Soul ain't gonna let you just talk to her any kind of ways. How dare her? Screw you. Okay, anyway, back to it. Anybody knows, they know I don't even play these type of games. So um when it comes to that, they started their community. Here goes this so-called particular mind frame. I'm going to just put some pieces to the puzzle together. I mean, out there, and you guys put it together yourself. This is what proper discernment is, right? This is how we come to the conclusion and the information that will actually give us our truth, the internal truth. We can always go with the outside sources. Even me, myself. I mean, I might be saying something wrong. I don't want to say that because that usually is what happens. But I can make a mistake and I can slip and some can bypass me, whatever. So y'all might even be able to tell me something that's gonna help me out. So now let's talk about this real quick. because y'all know I keep getting distracted, thinking about all these crazy nuts and what what I want to say about them, because I don't really do scripted talk, guys. Just so you know, I don't sit and, oh, I'm going to talk about this. I'm a content creator. If I plan a live, it's about information I want to talk about, something that might have popped in my head, and it's like, oh, I want to talk about this. I'll create the live on the stream. Yeah, I know y'all see like, dang, sis, keep rescheduling. It may be a video. Y'all see I reschedule it. That's because I just put the video out there. Just is for inquiring minds. If you guys ever wonder about this, I just put the video out there so that I have the information to remind myself what I want to talk about. Oh, I want to bring this to their attention, so I'm going to put this out there. So sometimes I'll just do that, and then I'll have to reschedule because it doesn't fall into the sequence of my time. My time is not on nobody else's time. I know nobody time. Even this, I mean, I've been up for a minute, so I was able to get here on time. But when it comes to anything, when it comes to professional things, professionalism, work, things of that nature, I never was late for work, things of that nature when I worked for a corporation. But other than that, I don't care about that so-called time. Y'all already know that's a fallacy. Time is not real. Shit, how the hell is it a time? Shit, time is now. Whatever it is now. It's only now. Okay, I ain't gonna get into that because y'all know I get to thinking too how they got y'all mind wrapped up in this time shit so they can keep controlling and manipulating people, having them in the wrong state of mind. So we don't even go there. But anyway, when it comes to that, everything that we are talking about, when it's our mindset and framing things, I want you guys to just take these pieces of the puzzle, because y'all know I be random. I don't got none of this put together. I woke up with an idea. I woke up with what was on my mind. Let me tell y'all what I woke up with. When I woke up this morning, first thing I thought about was the live I fell asleep on. We was on Chief Cali platform last night. He actually did a review for Top Cats and that dude, the Jabari or whatever his name is. I don't even know who he is. Never seen him. But whoever this Pan African dude was that did the debate. I was laughing my behind off last night watching that debate. I don't know about y'all. This dude made such a clown and a fool of himself with his studious talk and all of his little, his one or two little pictures, not all of them, one or two little pictures that he tried to elaborate on. It was humorous to say the least. Let me just say that. When I say I didn't know that guy Top Cat was so on point, man, that dude slayed him like he was a bull. And you know, it was like, come on, come on. Ooh, he got the red flag. Come on, come on, come on. He just came. He just pulled the sword out and just got him. It was horrible. He laid him out so bad. He shouldn't even won it round 2 or round 3. Round 1, it was a wrap. I don't know what people be saying. Even when it came to AP and the dude Sanchez with his witchcraft behind. We're going to get to that last. Let me not get too much in that. But anyway, I woke up thinking about that. And I'm like, man, I said, here go more agents. What are these agents doing to try to disrupt the community and keep people from truth? Why do these people hate truth? Why will they play and manipulate people's minds so that they're even confused, right? These people have people so caught up in lies because they are not able to discern for themselves, and they're so hypnotized by, what people tell them. It's hard for them to actually be able to discern truth because they don't even know what it looks like. I mean, it's kind of like, hey, pick a unsweetened candy. There's chocolate, a whole box of chocolates here. One of them has no sugar because it's a sugar substitute. Everything else is natural sugar. I can't have natural sugar, so I have to find the one that has a sugar substitute. How do I know? They all look the same. It's like looking the same right now. How can I tell what's what? They they have the truth looking like it's so hard to find, and it shouldn't be that way. The truth should be displayed. It should be put in front of us. When I talk to you guys know I tell you exactly what it is that I know. I'll tell you my information. I'll tell you the word. Sometimes I even take time and spell a word out. I'm like, oh, if somebody listening, they might not know how to look this word up. Let me spell it out or something. I'll even do that. I'm always conscious to make sure a person can verify the information. I don't want to put nothing in your head. I'll put you into my site. When it comes to my pictures and letting you guys see into my world of what I view in my third eye view. Other than that, I don't try to get nobody's head with nothing. So when it comes to that, we have to actually make sure that we are looking at truth, dissecting it now. Maybe there needs to be a proper way of looking at truth. Shit, we got to find a way of figuring it out. Not only going with the truth and discerning the truth, but when we get the truth, we got to dissect it, put it under a microscope, and figure it out. Because if not, you can still be deceived, right? Because that's what I'm seeing going on. Man, this must be crazy. So when it comes to that truth, right? we have to dissect every little bit of information that they give us. So last night when I woke up and was thinking about, how the Sonetter do actually was doing the same thing. It was almost like a repeat of the Aboriginal power and Sinetta debate. It was like, oh, some more people came in that I did not see. Want to recognize my people. Elizabeth Young, hey, beautiful. Grand day, sweetheart. I hope you are having the bestest of times. I know I haven't seen or spoke with you in a while. If this is the Elizabeth, you know what? You look just like another lady from. Is the Elizabeth from Rochester, my client? Put a one in the chat, babe. If not, I just want to verify if you're the person I think you are. Doesn't matter. I still love you because I know I see you all the time, but I mix you up with someone else, I believe. But I want to verify. Absolutely. Thanks so much for coming through, bro. Hope you want to come in and get a little of this light. I see that light right there, bro. I see you. I feel you. We vibing right now already. What's up? And my brother Bronze Flat Powered God. Peace and shout out to the gods in the chat and the goddesses that are so full of energy, perfect kindness, and perfect cellular structure that they are trying to disseminate because you are built to a magnificence, man. It's crazy. I ain't gonna get into all that, y'all. Don't let your girl start talking about the health stuff. Okay, so anyway. Okay, she didn't put a one in the chat. I'm glad. Thank you, Elizabeth. I wanted to verify if you were someone else, babe. I appreciate it. Okay, so now when it comes to that, okay, yep. Yes. Yes, bliss to you always says, I know who you are. We be together. We be jumping these YouTube streets together. So just to verify, babe, you definitely are a person on your own and not confusing you with that person now. Okay, so boom. These people, when they want to sit up and tell people what they need to do or what they need to bring together in their minds, what can I do to plant a thought in this person's mind? So what they do is they plant a seed. You ever heard the faith of a mustard seed? That's the same growth that happens in the mind when it comes to what you're building on. Faith is just something that's unseen and that's there. So it's an implantation. It's like your imagination. It's like, oh, I thought of this idea and I'm going to grow from there. What you manifest in your mind to create something, it's the same thing. So you're having certain thoughts and you're having certain ideas that you're putting together. You're trying to figure things out. And if a person's jarring those things, you're not able to disseminate them and, get them together. So what you have to do is dissect that truth, figure it out and kind of go from there. So that's my attitude. I just think that it's important for me to allow a person to get, to their end of journey on their own. I can like set the bricks down, give them foundations and pieces, and if they can walk on that path, they can go this way, they can go that way. It's up to them. As long as you have the information, you're going to disseminate that within your mind. You're going to be able to come up with the perfect picture. I'm not the artist that you are. Whatever you draw into your mind is what you draw into your mind. We may come to the same conclusion because it's going to take you somewhere else in order to get through that journey to where I'm at. Two of you guys may even go on the same journey right together, just walking around along the same path, and you're going to get there. So we can't really, figure out, how a person comes to the conclusion of their journey. So when these people are putting thoughts in a person's mind, right, it's kind of like a stumbling block. So when we think about that path on our journey, right, and we're thinking about, that stumbling block. Sometimes that stumbling block you can't actually learn a lesson from because you can stand on it, you can see a little further, but sometimes you might fall over it. So we don't need stumbling blocks. We want to just see a clear path and just, keep going. So when these people are putting out this information, you don't know how to disseminate the truth from the lies. So let's get back to it. So last night, I'm watching a Sonetter dude, and I'm like, wow, he's actually doing the same exact thing that the guy Sanchez was doing. He kept like putting the phone in the screen, and he was screen sharing. He was blacking out what was being read. He wasn't as blatant with it. He wasn't as he wasn't so crazy with it like the other guy was, but he definitely was doing the same thing. He was cutting the guy off when he was talking, trying to make him lose his train of thought. He'd let him get a point. He'd start talking about a point, then he would cut him off, wouldn't let him finish the point. So anybody that was listening, they heard part of it and they heard him come back with a nah, brother, because blah, 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 bringing his lie and, putting another lie there. So now this person will see what he said. And and then when he came back with something else that disseminated what he said, that's the last thing they're going to hear. So yeah, he did kind of the same trickery. He just didn't go into too much detail with it because he wasn't able to. How can you go into too much detail on something that was actually factual? How can you go against these bits and pieces of information that this brother put together so eloquently? I mean, from start to beginning, everything that he talked about went right along with his pictures. He had the information to show you so you could see for yourself. So if you're interested enough, you could screenshot, you can go down, write down some information, look it up, whatever. He had it so clear. When the guy came back, let's start with him. This Jabari dude, oh my gosh. When this dude came with his rebuttal, the first rebuttal, he had what, 10 minutes? It took this man 6 minutes before he even started talking about the half that stuff he was so-called talking about. I don't even know what he talked about. I'm gonna be quite honest, and I'm not a liar. I'm not gonna lie to make something sound good or anything like that, but I literally don't even know what that dude was talking about. I have no memory of anything he said, like literally not one word. Only thing that I can remember the guy saying was that oh, he did that. Look, this cat said this dude that. He was just like kind of holding homeboy um, you know, by the nutsacks or something. Like, I don't know what was going on. He just kept talking to the guy. He just was, oh yeah, you this and he this, and talking about what he wasn't doing and talking about what he wasn't showing and what he wasn't sharing and how his information was no good and this and that. I'm listening like, okay, I'm just waiting. I'm looking at the clock, tapping my wrist, like, okay, let's get to it. Get to it, baby. Where your points? Where your info? What you got to say about his info? You saying his information was trash, this, and that. I didn't hear him say, oh, he had that slide up about such and such and such. And on that slide, it said boom, boom, boom. And right there, that's a lie because here, let me show you guys. Let me pull it up. Here's my source to disseminate that truth that he supposedly put out. Now, this information says blah, blah, blah. I didn't see that not one time. I didn't see him say specifically what thing he did, anything at all. Was there one thing that you can note that this brother said that you can actually break down? Oh, you're gonna say the grandparents or the paternal or maternal, you need 16 sets, and the 16 sets gonna go back to here and this and that. Listen, you big damn dummy. Do you know that these sets that may go back, even I'm gonna say this. What if the DNA was true, which we all know is a lie? We know that the DNA is entertainment. It's been proven. I don't know how long. I'm talking about a long time ago. It's been proven over 10 years ago that the DNA is crap. It's for entertainment. The only thing that is significant for is tying you to your present family. Anyone that's alive and that has life in them, you're able to actually get that particular person. And when you get that particular person, they can sample those two bloods and they can compare them. They only can compare DNA. There's only DNA comparison. There's no tracing in DNA. There's, Prophet Pre, grandest day, bro. What's up? Peace and blessings. Osan, greatness, sweetheart. How are you, babe? Greatness, greatness. Right, sister. I don't watch none of them. Why waste your time? I actually I'm not gonna say I watched, but when I came back into the community, damn, well, I forgot what I was talking about just that quick thinking about when I came back. But when I came back into the community, right, I was familiar with Sanchez, and that was like from I think he had been around for a little bit of time. But I was familiar with him, and my son was watching Sanchez. So he was like, "Oh, man, this guy Sanchez, da da da." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I used to watch him some years back, son." I said, well, his information wasn't, it's not that it was bad at the time. I didn't have a negative aspect of him. I have to be totally honest. I actually liked him. That's why I was familiar with him. So when my son was telling me about him, I said, "Oh yeah, babe, I used to watch him a little bit. I'm not too familiar with him, but I know who he is. I like the way he presented his information, which I still do. He's very good with putting things together. So, that's why he's able to trick people too. But, that's something I admire about him because he's good with that. It's a talent. So I was telling my son, yeah, I like the way he puts his information together, babe, but I don't really care for some of the stuff he talk about. He's kind of repetitive, blah blah blah. We won't get into all that. So yeah, through him, I found Huey P. From through Huey P. After I started listening to his information, Huey P. Nuisance. If you guys don't know him, he is like a word with it. I'm telling you, he don't get enough shine. That boy, so he a little erratic. Then Huey goes off. He talks a lot of junk. People be like, oh, Huey this or blah blah blah. When it comes to his information, because they want to disseminate it. There's agents out here. Shit, y'all don't know anybody that they go against or talk bad about. They must got something to share that these people don't want y'all to know about. So I'm gonna just say that. Shout out to Huey P. Nuisance. The word withered. That brother is dope. That brother spit lyrics. He's an artist. Y'all know I play his music all the time. He's dope. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my bro. I came into this community through Sanchez, and when I was on his platform one day, he was going off on the guy Huey, and I was like, "Whoa, who is this dude?" They laughing and talking junk about what he's saying, like it don't make sense, but it makes sense to me. They must be a bunch of dummies. Everything the dude's saying, I can clearly understand what he means. Even if they don't agree with it, you know what he's saying. You can get it, you can put it together. It made sense to me. So I'm like, yeah, these damn agents and shit. So I stopped watching the dude Sanchez and I started being on Huey's platform. I actually had a resonance to the words he was speaking. It was like, music to my ears. I could vibe with it so easily. I could break down things he was saying. Even when I heard stuff, he'd say certain things in a way, and it would make me think of certain things. So he was opening up portals in my mind. I loved it. Through him, I met a lot of other people. Then I started running across the Aboriginal community, and I'm like, hey, what is this? Wow, my grandmother was an Indian. They're saying Aboriginal, but they're talking about Indian. Oh, snap. What is this? Man, you talking about excitement? I don't know about any of y'all, but when I came into the Aboriginal world, it was so mind blowing. Let me show y'all. Hold on. I'm going to show y'all something. Some actual. Let me hold on. Let me grab this stuff real quick. Give me 1 second. I want to show y'all some stuff, some actual artifacts, right? Personal stuff. Give me a second. It's going to take me 1 second. I'll be right with you. Okay. You guys ever see? Let me see. You guys ever seen a real bow and arrow? Look, this is the stuff that our ancestors made. Mine particularly. Okay. Um, this is a real bow and arrow. This is what my ancestors carried. See these? Y'all know how I deal with herbs, right? People, y'all be talking about them points. This is the real point right here. Y'all know how y'all know how people are always talking about I'm always talking about the herbs. Do you know there are different poisonous herbs that will actually, take you right to the ground and you're dead? Look at this. Y'all see this, right? Y'all see this? This is a real bow and arrow. They may talk junk about certain things, but I want you guys to know everything that they be telling y'all is a lie. They'll say that certain things. Look, let me just show y'all some real weaponry. I don't play with people. It's real. It's real. See this? I just want to share that with y'all. I want you guys to see that we actually, have had everything that we needed to protect ourselves, protect our grounds, and everything. So anyway, let's get back to that pointy tip. So y'all know that pointy tip, right? Y'all know I'm good with herbs. I talk to y'all all the time about the herbs, right? So that pointy tip, all you gotta do is dip it in a little bit of fluid, right? You talking about a bullet? The bullet can't do nothing for that. A bullet can't do nothing for that. Let me shut up because that iron sword, that's iron. Soak it in a little bit of fluid. Man, listen. There's something I ain't gonna get into all this stuff, but listen, if this particular sword that I have, right, if I cut you right with it, you can go get stitches, you can do whatever you want to do. That wound won't close. It won't close at all. It's going to stay open. And yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Don't play with me. I'm gonna say it just like that. Do not play with me because I am not the one. So when it comes to this information, let's get back to it. That right there, what y'all just saw. Soon as I started hearing this Aboriginal, I'm like, whoa, hold on. They talking about my grandma. They talking about my grandma. Who is this? in these communities, the matriarchs. Let me tell y'all who I ran into. The matriarchs. Let me go down the line because I'm gonna mention everybody that I love in my Aboriginal community. These my people. Okay. I ran into the matriarchs, right? That's the original Empress uh uh Copper. The original Lord, her name's so long, sis. I'll be mixing it up. I'll just know it in the chat. The original Empress Copper Hobart. Yes, yes, yes. If I didn't say that right, somebody put it in the chat. Y'all put listen, one of my moderators, I want y'all to put all of the Aboriginal platforms in the chat real quick. Somebody put that in there because I want it to be out here. I want people to resonate with the people that actually helped me come into a lot of this information. Okay. So yeah, there was the original Empress Copper Hobart. Yes, I'm trying to remember how I be typing it. So it was Empress Hobart, Chiefess Sun Owl. That's my girl. I love her. She's such a beautiful spirit. That's my boo. Chiefess Sun Owl, Lyrica Neville. There was actually another sister that I have not seen. What was her name? Empress. Well, no, something was a fox. She had a fox name too. I wish if anybody know who I'm talking about, please put their name in there for me. It was another lady. She used to have a DJ on. I think she was in the Caribbean. I don't know why I forgot her name because I know who she is. I just can't think of her name offhand, guys, because I haven't seen her around in a while. But she used to have the DJ on. She used to have the little Sunday morning session. They used to be pumping their music. They'll be talking a little bit of stuff. They were Caribbean. That's sister. She used to be around sometimes as well. Empress Copper Fox, Big O. What's up? What's up, Big O? What's up, bro? I ain't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming to my platform. All right, all right. Some of the people. Okay, here we go, guys. We about to name them now. Okay, so we have the original Copper Empress Holbert. We already know that y'all already know. I named the other sisters. When it comes to the guys, we're talking about yes, Lyrica Neville. If I didn't name Lyrica, I love her. She is another beautiful spirit. She is so sweet. She's very intelligent, smart. She don't do a lot of lies, but man, she has a good presentation with her information. She's great with putting things together, and she's very intellectual. So yeah, I love her too. She's a beautiful little spirit within her. We have Aboriginal TV. That brother, he goes in. He be handling people all kinds of ways. The Aboriginal community versus the Pan African. Yeah, he's the one. He's the go to. He's the one to put in the ring. We have Supreme Chief Holiday. You know who's coming out with that movie. Who is the first Americans? You guys got to be watching out for that. It's going to be coming out soon. Coming up, December's next week. So we're going to be looking forward to that. It's going to be so much information given out. It's going to be crazy. Yes, yes, yes. And Big Aboriginal Power. Y'all know that's my boy. I'm always in his chat because he goes in. He talk junk. They be talking a little crap sometimes, but when he's going over the information and when the other brothers and the sisters get up there with him and like they on a platform and it's like we're at a university tell all. I just love it. It'd be everything for me. You hear me? Yes, yes, yes. It'd be everything. James Negus Roselle, he's actually in the chat right now. That brother, he's good with the historical information. He brings everything to fruition with that. You can look at things. The Unconscious one. Yes, he did a great video last night. I don't know if you guys seen it. It's actually on my community wall with the brother Armani Day. I think I'm saying his name wrong. I believe it's Armani Day. He did a great video with him on land patents and things of that nature. Yeah, we have so many of them. Y'all already know I can't leave out the last brother that really has he, as far as I know. I've known Truth since I came around the community. 111 Truth. I actually met this particular brother. He is a beautiful person inside and out. He is exactly what he portrays to be online. Um, you know, um, a great brother, intelligent young man, is so intelligent. He has a multitude of information. He's great with putting it together. He's great with pulling a detailed of dates and timelines and things of that nature and putting those things out. We have Jaguar Olmac as well in the community. Jaguar Olmac is good with the information. I've heard Jaguar on on a couple of panels. Unfortunately, have not. I am subscribed, but haven't caught any of the live. Oh, I'm lying. I did catch one of the live a couple of weeks ago with I believe it was Cheap Holiday. So yeah, we have like so many Prophet Pre. Oh, I thought you had somebody up there. Who else? I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody else. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much everybody that we listen to that has the information. And we're talking about true information. We're not talking about stuff that's cloudy. We're not talking about something to entertain you, which is bringing your mind. Yeah, Chief Peanut Nola 504. Yes, thank you, oh son. I appreciate that, baby. I don't know how I forget that, brother. He haven't been doing a lot of lives lately. Shout out to Chief Peanut Nola 504. That brother is awesome as well. A beautiful spirit. He drives trucks, I believe, and he was actually sick. He was attacked by this freaking nutty stuff that's going around, and he's recovered, by the greatness of everything. And yeah, he's a brother that's been around, and I love his lives as well. He's got a heart of gold. The American Harris, I miss the American Harris lately. Yes, I don't know what's been going on with her, guys. We got to make sure we are supporting her. She is like awesome. Oh my gosh, her spirit is so sweet and pure, and I know I used to see her on the Matriarchs platform. She actually has started a fundraiser, not a fundraiser. What do you call it? Oh Lord, my mind is kind of foggy right now, y'all. I'm thinking about too many things, trying not to forget certain thoughts because, due to my head injury and my PTSD, sometimes I will, go off. So people like, dang, this girl sounds kind of erratic. She sounds like a little crazy. Nothing wrong with me. I'm very sensible, very intelligent. Not on any type of drugs or anything. Just so you know, I'm state net for the word. I don't use nothing. Never had my entire life. I don't even drink. If I have anything, the most I've ever had is like champagne or a little sweet drink. Sex on the beach. I had a whiskey sour that was strong as heck, but it was sweet. Yeah, I'm not a drinker. I've had maybe a total of 7 drinks my entire life. So I don't do anything. So just keep that in mind, y'all. Anything I say is from a clear head. But I do get lost in my thoughts. So sometimes if I'm talking, I'm trying to think in my head, not to forget to mention this while I'm talking about this thing or something, and it kind of throws me off because I'm trying to remember things. I'm not good with writing things down because I actually think so fast that I'm trying to read things that I've noted. Sometimes I still can get caught up in that because I forget where I'm at. It's just too many distractions for me. You have certain things that you have to just deal with on the best way that you can. But anybody know or have the American Harris, the document? Damn it! What is the document? The petition. There it is. Damn it! Oh, I knew it was gonna come. Y'all see, I could easily just get crazy right now. So yeah, American Harris has a petition right now. We need to get that petition signed. Support the American Harris, guys. Go to her page, like, subscribe, her and everyone that I mentioned. Um, Kappa Ama, grandest sis. Hey, boo, how are you? Great day, great day. Hoping you arise with the best of everything, the most energy, the positive outlook. I know you did. That positive outlook that is going to shine on somebody else that you run across today, baby. Hope you got some great energy, enough to spare somebody else because somebody going to need it, babe. Libra Sun, thanks for coming through. Grandest. Lou Air Grassroots. Appreciate you for showing out. Shannon Porter. Greatness, sis. How you doing, babe? Greatness. I seen you in the chat last night. I believe I did not speak to you. I was trying to speak to everybody, but I got distracted. But just so you know, sis, I did see you last night. Didn't mean to ignore you because I was speaking to people. Solamay, Earth, Sun, and Moon. I haven't seen you in a while, sis. How's everything going? Hope it's great and good. Immortal Amarian. Am I saying that right, bro? Hold on. Immortal Amarian. I believe I'm saying that correctly, if that is it. What's going on, brother? I'm very familiar with you. I've just never pronounced your name correctly, I believe, because I'm going sometimes thinking too much and moving too fast like I do. Snake guy, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming through, bro. Appreciate you. Definitely. Just checking the chat real quick, guys. I don't want to ignore anybody because I love and appreciate you guys, and want to make sure that Rashawn. Oh, what's up, bro? Peace, bro. Peace and blessings. Bliss. Yes. Okay, I ain't forgetting nobody. I ain't skip nobody. So, what was I talking about? See. Want to make sure I acknowledge y'all. Don't forget what I was talking about for a minute. Want to acknowledge y'all, sending out some perfect energy, and everything to you guys. So when it comes to anybody can remember what I was talking about, put it in the chat because I swear I'm thinking about a lot of things. 'Cause I'm trying not to forget my focus. My focus is talking about these agents. I'm not gonna forget that part, but I want to stay on track so I can put this picture in y'all mind so y'all can start putting these pieces of the puzzle together. When it comes to the dude that had the all these things going on. Oh, let's back up. Let's back up. Okay, so boom, we was talking about. I know where I want to go. When it came to the Sinetta dude, right? Everything that he was doing, all the stuff that he had put together to start this group. You know what I'm saying? He got this group together. We'll call it a gang. we'll we'll call it the Conscious Community Gang. Gang gang. He got all these freaking gangbangers and shit. Listen, when I think about the foolishness of these people, man, I'm telling you, oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You already know. Yeah, listen, when I think about these nutty people, let's go back to listen. I ain't gonna even get into some of the records of some of these people. Y'all know better than me. Check this out. So, so Brother Polite, we'll start there. Let me see. Let's have a little fun with this. Brother Polite, the one that was what Dr. York's so-called son, the person that was what do you call it, camping out in his store, sleeping there because he was homeless with his family and all this, right? This is how he got to know the Dr. York guy, right? He was just being kind to him. Dr. York didn't know him. He said he didn't know this dude. He came out, said that this man left him his bookstore, his property, all this and that, blah, blah, blah. But he had 1,001 kids. Why would he be leaving this to you, strange young man? Somebody that's a homeless guy that just started sleeping on my floor. I barely know, and I'm allowing you to have some place to lay your head with for you and your girlfriend and your people. Let's talk about that part. Boom. Let's talk about when Dr. York got arrested, and this man came in there because they were already within squatting. That's what they were doing. They were squatting. So since they were already squatting in there, they just took over his place. They just took over his residence. Like, squatted there and said, "Hey, it's mine." And he started saying, "This is his bookstore that he acquired. This, and that." Now let's go back to these stories. Y'all know it's the stories that came out about what happened. The stepson was actually shot. The reason he was shot is because why? Brother Polite tried to intimidate his sister. Brother Polite came to the bookstore. This is known fact. So, you could say, I'm gonna put a disclosure up just for just to put it up there. But this stuff's so real. I'm man. Let me put this disclosure up real quick. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All this information is true and has been spoken from the other party. The sister said herself. She put it out there. She exposed them and said this nigga tried to kill her. So this ain't no allegedly nothing. So boom, he came to the bookstore, right? Supposedly to speak with the sister. They had a meeting set up. I'm gonna give you all the whole details. They had a meeting set up, right? They had a meeting set up. He didn't come for the meeting that he was supposed to come for. What he ended up doing was coming like late evening. So it's like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the evening. Now, with those Muslims, right? They have certain proper things that they do. It wasn't a proper time for him to be visiting with the sister to talk or discuss about any type of information. There was nothing to disclose to you, nothing we could talk about. It's almost 7 at night. I don't know if you're trying to fill up my dress or something, what's going on. We don't do this type of visiting. So the brother said, let me go down here because I'm gonna let this dude know it's improper time for you to be visiting with my sister. You're gonna have to come check on her another time. He goes downstairs. What happened? Boom, boom, he gets shot. Bam. Damn, who shot the brother? Who was at the door? Brother Polite and one of his goons. So it's only two people there. The Brother Polite, the dude, and the brother. So if Brother Polite, the dude, and the brother are down there, somebody gets shot. Um, it's either Brother Polite or the dude. They are the ones that came there to confront them, right? They're the ones that came there, to talk to the sister. He wanting to confront them about this information. Oh, we need to be doing this with the property. Nigga, who is you to discuss anything that's going on with my daddy property? You ain't got nothing to do with this. You've been squatting in the back by the basement, coming in, finding you a little spot and shit. What? Okay, check this out. These fools is nuts. So they take it. They decide that what they gonna do. They want to go around and try to scare this girl, basically is what I think was going to happen. I think that he was going to threaten her. I think that he was going to just try to intimidate her, being a woman. Here's these two guys. Oh, you need to do this. You need to let us, take this over so we can do your dad's business, whatever they was going to try to threaten her with, tell her, just intimidate her, strong armor shit. Two men with a woman. So they didn't expect the brother to come down. So when the brother came down, they looking like, oh man, this is about business. We ain't gonna be able to do what we want to do, which is that swift takeover tonight. We gonna have to take somebody out before we even get to her. So what they do is shoot the brother. So they shot this man, left him for dead. Did he die? He didn't die. He didn't die. This is how this story is out. Let me tell y'all. It get deeper. Shit, this rabbit go deep. Hold on, y'all. I gotta heat up my tea because my throat is like killing me. I'm so sorry to put y'all on hold again, but we got to hold on. But I'm about to, man, this finna be lit. Y'all better listen to me. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to a lot of stuff I don't like talking about, but I'm tired of these damn agents. I'm about to tell y'all this shit in a nutshell. Y'all better put these pieces of the puzzle together and figure it out because I know everybody that's in tune with me got too much brain, insight, and light for them not to see this shit. Yeah, man, give me 1 minute, y'all. I'll be right back. All right. I excuse me, guys. Hold on. Man, that's so freaking disgusting. I hate phlegm and that taste. Make me want to just. Not even think about that. But okay, I'm sorry, guys. I had to get that out. I cannot stand certain stuff in my mouth, my throat. Just okay. So anyway, when it comes to where was I at talking about these freaking goons and buffoons? Yes, sis. Yes, that's what happened. So boom, because he got locked up, right? Because Dr. York got locked up, he thought, oh, he done got locked up. I'm about to take over. That what a goon do? What a thug do? Shit, he thought he was about to go strong arm this girl and take over because the daughter was the one that was there, actually minding the bookstore. Once her dad got locked up, she was trying to make sure she took over everything. She was young. I think she was like 19, 20, maybe 22 tops. I don't want to lie, but I know she was very young. She was under 25. Let's say that. So here she is. She comes and um she wants to try to be an adult. She wants to handle her father's business. My dad's going through all this. He's being accused of all these things. He's locked up right now. I don't want him to lose everything that he's worked for all his life to have for us because he helped a lot of people too. Whether he did good or bad, I don't know. I don't know much about Dr. York. I ain't gonna lie. So I ain't gonna talk about him. All I know is I've heard good things about him. I've heard bad things about him. I guess his supporters have all the positive things, obviously, and the people that don't appreciate some of the things he did have the negative things to say about him. So I've heard both aspects, but I myself don't know. Okay. So what we have to do is make sure that we are doing what we need to do to oh, sorry, y'all. My sinus is kind of catching my breath. We're doing what we need to do to stay in tune with what's going on with these damn people. So as soon as his dad got locked up, this stupid ass decided he wanted to strong arm this girl and then shot at the brother and damn near killed him, tried to kill him. Now, let's go back to that. So that situation, what do y'all think happened? We talking about New York. It's crowd. There's mad stuff going on. People, I don't care. Even late night shit. People out on the street. Somebody out. Somebody gonna see something. It's no way out. 24 hours a day. Same thing like Chicago. Same thing like Los Angeles. When I was there, people are always out. It's no way for you to just not find, something to do, basically. So as he ran and fled the building, people saw him. Listen, y'all, this ain't just the guy said, oh, this particular person shot me. Of course, they did an investigation. When they did the investigation, it was found that he was shot at. by this dude. And when he left, he ran. They told where he ran. He ran across the street. His dumb ass took his clothes off, threw them in a dumpster. Not a dumpster, a trash can. They had some trash. Somebody had a trash can out. He threw the clothes in the trash can, and he fled the scene. Went into some particular building. They told the police. The police actually went, found some. I don't know if they actually found all of the stuff, but they found something that linked him to it. They actually arrested him. He was arrested on this, guys. It sound familiar shit. He get arrested, let out, accused of being a pervert, pedophile, let out. I don't know what the hell going on with that shit, but check this out. So now he has, oh, let me stop cursing. When I get emotional, sometimes my mouth be just slipping and my tongue get tight because I'm trying to keep my thoughts, and I'll just use a word with my emotion. So when y'all hear me cursing, that's just an emotional word because I'm trying to place what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to remember what part I want to bring in that coincided with something I'm talking about. So my mind be rambling. So as my mind's rambling, I might say a word or two I shouldn't be saying, and I don't think it's appropriate to curse. And I do it. It's just a bad habit I picked up from, people along the way when I was young. My best friend had a sailor mouth when I was like 14, and I got it from her. So y'all got to excuse that. It's not intentional. It's not to be rude. I believe as a lady, I usually can conduct myself and not use those words. But when I'm in deep thought and my emotions, sometimes I'm like, shit, damn it. My mind can't think, fuck. But yeah, it is what it is. Um, so yeah, this dummy, he decided that he thought rather that he was about to shoot this boy, run through New York, across the street in New York City, and nobody ain't gonna see him. So they looked for him, right? They looked for him. They went to find him. They arrested his dumb A. I believe what happened. Not believe. It was said. This is what was said. What was said. Now this part I'll say allegedly because this is definitely some he say she say. And the girl did state it too, but I'm gonna say what was said. What was said was that she didn't want to press the charges because once she put herself in pressing the charges, that's putting them in linkage with the government system. So she didn't want to press the charges, on him, and they backed out of that. They got kind of scared. Obviously, the brother done been shot. She's been threatened. Who's to say what these people gonna come back and do? So this is how all that happened with them. As far as that. Now let's talk about YP. we gonna talk about y'all Pharaoh. There's another nut. All right, let me check this chat real quick. Yes, yes, yes. Like, share, and subscribe to your girl if you like. It's just a request. Ain't nothing you got to do, but if you like, like, share, and subscribe. Y'all know this information that I bring is only stuff that I feel needs to be out. I could care less if you like, share, or subscribe, but you can. It's all a part of this algorithm shit, and whatever they want or need you to do. Pretty much. So make sure that you guys, do what you want to do. If you feel the need to stay in tune with me because of my information, make sure you subscribe. I suggest that. If you are enjoying the conversation, the things that I talk about, whatever I feel is important for you to know, and you think that, hey, Sister Soul does bring me important information. She does talk about the things that I'd like to know or hear about. Hey, feel free to like. So it helps to increase people, I guess, to see what's going on. When I came into the community, I wasn't doing it. I wasn't subscribe to my channel. I was going on platforms. I didn't promote per se myself because it's not about a promotion. It's about spitting the truth. It's about putting out information and so on and so forth. So yeah. So I don't have a problem with people liking, sharing, and subscribing. But I'm not gonna hound a person to do it because you're gonna do what's in your heart to do. If you're not coinciding with my information, you might be just here to just have something negative to say. I get dislikes all the time. I'm like, who takes the time to dislike? It takes you about 7 volts of energy to dislike a video. Why even take the time if you don't care? Keep it moving. Shit, I wouldn't waste my energy. Y'all so crazy. Shannon said, I'm here for the tea. I don't know nothing. Yeah. And oh yeah. Thanks, Gretchen. I appreciate that, babe. I actually got my second cash my second cash app from Dee Dee Alexander yesterday, I believe it was, or the day before yesterday. My sis gave me a nice little donation, and I appreciated that. That was so sweet. It was actually flattering to get a little. I'm looking, I seen the red. I said, oh, I had a red on my cash app before it was a donation. So Yeah, that was really sweet. So yeah, if you want to donate to your girl, it's definitely appreciated. I've been going through a lot. You guys know I just moved to Texas. It took me nearly 10 grand to move down here. I'm paying three times the rent. Since I moved down here, the transmission on my truck that I drove down here, it went, even though I just put a transmission in it last November, couldn't take the guy to court in New York. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, I've been going through, you know how things try to disseminate you, but I'm always good. So if you feel the need or you'd like to do something for your girl, please feel free to do so. Still giving, no matter what space or what's going on in my life, I am consistently sharing. I'm donating things to the homeless. I make sure that I'm taking care of people that I run across. Anybody needs anything, they email me. I'm shipping it out, paying for the shipping, sending them products that they need, stuff like that. Not trying to boast or brag on anything that I do. I'm just putting it out there because it's the truth. So anybody that wants to support me, it's not like you're really doing it for me. A lot of times, the donations and things that I pull in, they go to other people. It's not a lot of times, probably about 90% of the time. It's rare that someone gives me something, even when I get gifts and things, certain things that I use or make out use for someone else, So, that's just me. So if you want to, please feel free to support your girl. It'd be nice. Sis says she feels really bad for those doctors' kids. Yeah, sis, that's crazy. And the daughter, man, she went through a lot. I seen an interview with her. She talked about a lot of stuff. They went through so much. It's just real crazy. It's just really crazy, real crazy. Airdrops is coming soon. This is a digital black dollar from something that's started new with Aboriginal TV. And let's see what else you got up here, sis. Oh, threads 3000. Oh my gosh, y'all know that bro is spitting. Hold on. We about to go to YP. Let me write down because shit, I don't want to get lost because I know where I was at. It just popped in my mind. Don't forget to get on this bump. Okay. So we ain't lost yet. We there, y'all. We going there this morning. We about to get real good with it. Okay, let's see. You watched the interview? Yes, yes, sis. You seen it, sis. It was crazy, right? It was so sad. She went through a lot of stuff, man. And just the fact that she know and the guilt. Let me say that. Even though her brother went down there on her behalf, imagine how feeling. Oh, they had this threat for me, and my brother went down there. He ended up getting shot. So she probably feel a little guilt about that. This is a lot of stuff. All this stuff. Nobody to really be there. Cherokee, Grand Risings, beautiful. Grand Rises to you. I hope you had the bestest of rest, woke up with the best of energy, fullness, and all of that. Having some extra reserves that you can actually pour out for someone else today, babe. Let's do that. Yes, yes, yes. Perfect energy, perfect fullness to everybody in this chat. Y'all know y'all full of everything great and wonderful. That star power, play with it. Let's see who else in the chat. All right, I don't want to miss nobody. All right. Gresham says to get these coins up, you guys can get free coins, rather not get them up, but you can get some free coins by going to this particular link. Please go in the chat. And if you're interested in the digital black dollar, airdrop free coins all the time. What they do is actually just, drop a few coins in the, in their circumference to people that are actually in that grouping. So if you are a person that has a coin, they donate or they just drop coins into your wallet randomly. So yeah, make sure you guys are doing that. Check that out. Make sure you guys are supporting King Isaiah. He's awesome too. Man, this brother be flowing too. He has an awesome beat. We have so many indigenous brothers that need to be on the radio putting this information out so our kids can hear it. It be pissing me off. But I play them. Every time I'm having my show, I'm playing them. But they need to be on every network so these kids can hear this stuff and they can make sure that they are tuning into truth, to reality. They're not stuck on things that are not, you know, um, true. You know, this movie that Chief Holiday is coming out with is going to be phenomenal. Make sure you get it. You're showing it to your families. It's going to be a multitude of waveform information that's going to be hitting the eyes that will actually go into the mind and transpire and shape shift it into different realms, actually opening portals in the mind, possibly linking information by opening light coding in the blood cells. When you get certain information, it actually increases the oscillation in the blood's fluidity, and the actual photonic light energy within the blood oscillates and starts to resonate a certain gas aspect. This is what this dumbass dude Sanchez was trying to talk about. We're gonna get into that later. He's so stupid. The torrid field, and they got the tortoise and the turtle. Lord, this freaking ass. So what he was trying to talk about, but he has no information on because he's heard me many a times. I'm gonna say it right there. I'm not gonna be, feeling like, oh, let me not say that because then no. I'm a humble person, guys. So it keep me from saying what I want to say a lot of times. But I'm gonna say this: this dummy done stole my information like 3, 4 times. Anybody that listen to me and listen to him, anybody that's heard the arguments between me and this numbnut, y'all know that I put information out there for him, and he'll go back and study. He come try and bring it, but you're only gonna have a little information that you checked out real quick, dummy. You're not gonna have all the information I've had over the years. That's why you never transpire it correctly because you're a big idiot. He was already talking about the Tory field, but he was talking about that wrong. Lord. But anyway, um, we have to think about this, right? So these things actually open up portals in the mind to give us light information, these codings that are in our DNA. We have mother cells in our bone structure. The mother cells are actually ignited. And you can actually open up stem cells of information. This is incredible, yeah. This is some health stuff. So I got another sip, guys. Give me a second. I gotta get rid of this in my throat. Give me a moment. All right. Subscribe, like, and share to Copper Tone Presents. He has a new channel. This boy go through so many channels, bro. When you go stop? He be playing with these people. He know they don't like him because his information be too dope. His information be so fresh. I ain't gonna lie. The boy be bringing the information. He's so powerful. He entertains with it though because that's his style, which I love too. I love that about Copper Tone. The brother entertains, and they don't like the fact that he does it because it draws a person in to really see the truth and the information. But bro, you gotta kind of lighten up because we need you out here, and you got to keep bringing the truth. You know what I'm saying? But you got to bring it in a way these people won't keep bothering you. You know what I mean? Shannon says I'm good. I think you're talking about when I was talking about me and my bad mouth, babe. I hope so. I'm glad. Don't y'all don't not like me just because I know people think negatively about me. People think, oh, sister so mean and she's so this and she's so that and blah blah blah. I heard all these negative things about me. It's like, dang, I hear more negative things about me than good things from the people that supposedly are my associates or friends or like me. I always hear negative stuff. I don't know. That could be jealousy. It could be hate. It could be a whole bunch of things, but I could care less. Here's a petition, guys, for the American Harris. We're going to leave that up for a minute. I want you guys to make sure you go and get that petition, sign it. I signed it when I first seen it about a few months ago. So she's had it out for a while. So you guys can share with your families as well. Get people to, try and get this. We need to get this information out so that we're getting the right information to our kids. They're not continuously lied to. We got to start someplace, and this is a great place to start. So changing Negro to African, or what have you, and them doing that, we have to fight that because we are definitely the first Americans. We are the ones that, people are from all over the place, but we are Americans. Some people not Americans. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that, but shit, you ain't me and I ain't you. It's crazy. It's crazy as hell. So yeah, make sure y'all doing that. So we are going to let me see. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Oh, yeah, I want to leave that up for a minute. I'll come back. Anybody in the chat that I haven't reached yet, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you guys. But I'll get to you in a minute and make sure I give you a mention because you are special because you're a part of what's going on with me. You're a part of my morning and my life this morning. I'm sharing my world. You're sharing a part of yours with me, whether you be it sitting down on your way to work, having a meditation, relaxing, your morning tea, whatever the case may be, you're enjoying that with me this morning. So I really, really appreciate you. So you're not unnoted. Just know that. Okay, let's talk about white people. We're gonna get into that real quick. I'll talk about him a little bit. Young Pharaoh. Now, we already discussed what happened with the idiot. We know what he did, the attempted murderer. We didn't even get into the other part because everybody else covered it. Y'all know I didn't even get into covering. I don't cover things when they come out with this big story, this. Everybody else gonna cover shit. What I need to cover it for, I talk about it here and there. It's not a big thing to me. But we know that this pedophile pervert had two different occasions of doing things with children. So The murder was like the worst thing, and that was the first thing. Shit, think of that. Okay, so we've laid his ass out. Let's talk about young Pharaoh. Now, if anybody's aware of young Pharaoh, he's from Buffalo, New York, which was about an hour from where I live. So, obviously being in the area, you'll hear certain stories. This right here is definitely fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use for this information about young Pharaoh. Fair use, because this is information that is hearsay, shall we say? Because if I was in a court of law and I would consider you guys the jury, and I am the dictator right now in presenting information, it would be considered hearsay. Okay, but I'm still going to tell you guys about it because I heard it, and I heard what they said, and shit, I'm speaking it. Okay, so boom, what was said was when YP got out, I don't know if anyone knows that he just got released from his parole, right? When he first came onto the scene, he was actually on parole then. As far as the details of it having to do with the murder of a young man. Now, there was a young Aboriginal man that was killed, 19-year-old that was killed. Young Pharaoh and a couple of his buddies was affiliated with this. When he was affiliated with them, right? They were arrested, right? Only one person got off per se for that murder, right? If you're affiliated with anybody, if you're in the area, if anything happens and you are the person that is around, I don't give a damn if you wasn't there when it happened, but an hour later they called you and said, "Hey, come take me to move this body." Any of that, once that happens, you are charged with that murder. There's no getting around that. Y'all know that, right? I really hope y'all know that. There's no getting around that. So when it comes to it, they were arrested, and what do you know? Oh, him and his little gang friends go through this and that. He gets a certain charge, and they get a certain charge, and things don't add up the same. We was all together, so the weight should be the same. We all need to get the same thing, right? But somebody get out, and somebody gets put on house arrest for a minute and parole, and somebody else is spending their life in jail. So what? How this work? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't tell me that out of this little gang, right? One of the people that got off actually replaced themselves with possibly the gang leader. That's suspect, right? So the gang leader, who was not even on the scene, mind you, this thing happens. There are a certain amount of people there. There's another person that is not there, but they are actually charged for this crime. How does that happen? How did he get charged for something that he wasn't even there? Oh, you're the leader. Oh, did you put the hit out? It wasn't a hit. It was something that happened by accident per se, but did he even get involved? Oh, was there some type of state's evidence turned against this person? So now you'll be pulled in on other crimes that you've committed on top of being charged with the murder of this young man, even though you weren't on the scene. But all your gang runners, everybody that's up under you, they are going to face life or 20 years to life or 25 years. What do you think about that? That's strange. And this guy got off in 5 years. Shit, next thing you know, get off. He's on these platforms. He's teaching all this information. The little time he was locked up, he done learned the whole gimmick. He done got a whole plot. Who gave him this plot? Who gave him this plan? Before that, he was on the streets. He was a little gangbanger. So when you get locked up, I know they say people go to church or religion as soon as they get locked up, but damn, bro, you in there, you learn metaphysics and all this other stuff, and all these things that you just happen to acquire, and hmm. Sounds a little suspect to me. Sounds like this was like a little bit of schooling you may have went through during this time you were locked up, huh? Sounds like maybe you just listen. We're gonna take a break. Talk about this real quick. So boom, his leader locked up. He get out. He gets a big platform. That man blew out of nowhere. We're gonna get onto that. His platform. Let me heat this tea up again. Man, it's getting cool in here. I had to turn the air on a little bit. It was warm yesterday. So I can't believe how my drink is just cooling off so quick. Give me just a moment, guys. About 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, 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 okay. So we're gonna get back to this platform of this young man. Let me go back to the chat real quick. Hawk School, man, that brother put out the yo, he was the savior. He saved the video of Sanchez and Aboriginal power because brother Sanchez, he deleted the video. Why did you delete this video? Shoot, I ain't gonna delete none of my good work. I'm a winner. I did this, I did that. Why would I delete it? Oh gosh, this clown. We didn't get to that part yet. But yeah, subscribe to Hawk School, y'all. Subscribe to Bronze Power. Brother be having some good builds as well. Make sure we're supporting each other, supporting everybody that's putting out real information and that are sharing things with us that open the channels in our mind, right? Subscribe to Jaguar Almanac, and Supreme Chief Holiday. We going down the line, guys. Here go our information strikers. Subscribe to Negus Rogel. Yes, Hawk School. Like, share, and subscribe to Hawk School. Ray Sean said, nah, y'all better like, share, subscribe. They ain't better, bro. I'm gonna let my bro threaten y'all know. That's funny. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, and the declaration once again, guys. Make sure you guys go in and sign in that. The American Harris has gotten this together. She's been promoting it. I signed it a few months ago. If you guys haven't signed that yet, you need to get over there and sign that. We got to get this stuff changed for real, for real. We really do, for real. Aboriginal um, American Council. You can reach out to her for any emails. I'm sorry, not to average. I'm looking at average. I seen announcements. Man, my eyes playing tricked on me. Gretchen Helms, if you guys want to reach out to her for getting your information um to be shared, or maybe giving them information you'd like for them to know when it comes to the Only Builders. You guys can actually reach out to her, send your email, contact them. That way you can be added to an email. This way you can be privy to the information. We never know what's going to happen with YouTube, any of these platforms, to be honest. Don't even know if the Gmail will be working if something does happen, but goodness sakes, we can at least keep in touch with each other. So this is great to be able to have this email list to be a part of. If you want to make sure you're staying in tune with people, irregardless to that, or for information that may not be disclosed on YouTube, make sure you guys go over and send your information out so that you guys are in touch all the time. Okay. All right. Sis says. She says she likes my content. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. All I do is Moon Faye. That's another one of my sis that be in here. She's a one of my favorite moderators. That she's always there supporting me, listening in, interacting with me. Let me know she supports me. Like Alexis, like Gretchen, like man, all y'all already know. I ain't man. Y'all don't get me emotional again thinking about everybody that I love, because I just love my chat. Aboriginal power. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. I left New York. I left New York and moved to Texas. I'm near Dallas. I'm in a suburb outside of Dallas. And yeah, we drove down here. I had a U-Haul. The U-Haul was almost 4 Gs. I had my truck that we drove, my daughter's truck, my 21-year-old, the youngest, her truck. So we couldn't drive the U-Haul, my truck, and then her truck. So we had to rent. I had to rent a what do you call it? Some little trailer thing, that a hitch, some type of hitch thing that we put her truck on to be pulled by the U-Haul. So that was an extra expense. It was a week. It took us like 3.5 days to get here. We were stopping, in between, in different areas and places, taking a break because it was a long drive, coming from New York to Texas. So, we stopped. Then, we had to pay for the hotels. We had to pay for our food. It was me, my oldest daughter, my son, and my baby girl. I paid for most of the expenses when it came to, my daughter as well, because I needed her to help me with the driving. So she had to take off work, take that week to come help us, so on and so forth. So of course, I didn't have to, but give her a little something. She wouldn't take any cash, so I paid for everything, her food, all this stuff. So that was a little extra. We won't get into that. Not to mention different memorabilia. I love certain things. I like to collect things. So we were going through different states. I was picking up something here, something there. Something I shouldn't have been doing. Um, different things of that nature. So yeah, the U-Haul in itself, was like really crazy. And then, you had to think of the gas in the truck, the gas in the U-Haul. Some states it was higher than others, filling up here, filling up there. Man, it was expensive, bro. It was a lot. Jabrix. Subscribe to that brother. He also got some great music. Yes, yes, yes. Make sure you guys aren't missing out on the Aboriginal information. And the link to the docuseries, guys, is right here. If you want to be sure to check out the trailer for the upcoming docuseries, all you have to do is click this link. You click on that link, and it will give you the trailer for the documentary that the chief has, and we should be seeing that in a couple of weeks. I'm excited. Don't forget to listen to Libra Sun. Like, share, and subscribe. Trey Ali. Oh man, I forgot Trey Ali. That was the first one I got turned on to. Oh my goodness, I need to get it together. Trey Ali, fire, fire, fire. Trey Ali, threads, 3,000. Um, the other brother, Job Briggs. There's a couple of other. I can't even think about them, but man, they honor to all of them, because they are opening up portals in the minds. The young people listen to that music too, because it's great. It be everything. Hmm. Yes, yes, we at his head. We at his head, sis. We ain't forgot about him. We getting there. We getting there. We getting there. Noble news. Peace, brother. Nice haven't seen you around in a while. I know you're all supportive. If you find anything that interests you, I really appreciate you. You don't get enough love in the community either, brother. I know you put out different information. We coincide a little bit when it comes to spiritual information, even though I don't get into a lot of the science stuff that you do. But I definitely have vibe with you on some of your information. So peace and blessings. Thanks for coming through. Great energy, love, and light to you. Shannon says she studies the science. Not nothing that's wrong with science. Particular science is what I meant to, just to say that when you said that, says I definitely am into science, medical stuff, so on and so forth. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Peace and love to you and yours as well. Definitely sending all the best to everything. Chuck, thanks for coming through. Chuck, what's going on, brother? Grand day, grand day. Shannon said, I watch everybody but Sanchez. Says you ain't lying, because soon as I seen him degrading Huey that day, and that was my first time even hearing Huey. I didn't even know nothing about the dude. But when Huey was on there, he was degrading him, and I'm like, well, dang, I understand his information. Why is he talking so bad? Even if you don't agree, you don't gotta dog this man out. That just showed it all. Um, Shout out to Big Chief Top Cat. Yes, yes. We started off talking about that noble man. Top Cat's just he nailed it in the coffin. These Pan Africans can just hang it up. If they don't get it together and see what's going on after this, nothing gonna help them. Nothing gonna help them. Pony Locks, what's up, babe? I know you're off to a great start. You've been working and doing some hard work, sweetie. So hope you have some good rest last night, and you are able to get through your long day today, sweetheart, with the best of energy, love, and light. Everything going out to you for the fullest day, babe. Yeah, all that, all that. Cloud Committee says Sanchez did do a lot of gaslighting to keep it above a lot. He did shit. Gaslighting, witchcraft, being a warlock, tricksterism, technology tricks. Yeah, we could just like go on. I don't want to stay in this chat. Let me get back to this real quick. I just hate to miss anybody that comes in. I don't want y'all to think I'm ignoring y'all, because y'all see I get distracted. I go into reading. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Yeah. So let's talk about stupid ass. So when it comes to the other stupid ass, um, his big platform. So Next thing you know, he was on Sinetta, right? So he started on Sinetta as well, just like the polite dude, all of them. They was all in this same area. Who the hell was he to draw all these people? He magnetized everybody to his ass, didn't he? Why did he do that? Do y'all think that that was just by random? Do you think that they? Let me say this: New York City. People probably may not understand this, but New York City is let's see, it's about 700 miles, maybe. It's a good 700 miles from Buffalo, which is where YP was at, right? So when it comes to that, he was on parole, right? He couldn't travel. Now, who's to say? I don't work for the system, but who's to say is if you're on parole, whatever, if you're within the state that you could travel for certain events, if you have documentation, so on and so forth. Because he had these so-called different events they would be setting up to debate and put out information. My question is, how is he able to go there if he was on parole? You're not supposed to be able to leave your city or your county, if I'm not mistaken. That's another thing. So when it comes to that, he was able to go back and forth, I guess, a couple of times. I know I seen him down there in New York City battling, going to the events or whatever. You're not supposed to leave, but you are. That was questionable to me, but hey, that's neither here nor there. You done got out, all your people still locked up, even the one that wasn't even on the scene for this particular thing, but you're out on it. Yeah, that all that shit sounds suspect. Now you're dealing with one of the people that had himself a record, that had been a drug user, and all these different things, a big drug dealer, bust with so many drugs. And he emphasizes, oh yeah, I used to use drugs, but that was my past, this and that. But he don't talk about that he used to sell drugs, and the amount of drugs he was caught with, and the amount of years in New York. They don't play. So I'm gonna tell you that you get caught with a bag or two, it's a wrap. So, why is it that he was even out? Why was he able to have this platform? Why was he able to even be there to provide a platform for all these different people when you were a drug dealer, a drug user, nincompoop? How is it that you're able to have this platform to bring all these other gangsters and goons and snitches and liars and other people on your platform? And damn, why is it everybody coming from your platform? That shit weird. That shit strange. Everybody came from Sinata platform. All of them are goons. All of them have been. Wow, isn't that funny? Brother Polite shot the girl's brother. Pharaoh was there when the young boy got shot and murdered. He was murdered. This boy didn't die with Brother Polite, but the boy with young Pharaoh, he was murdered. A young Aboriginal 90-year-old strong black king. He was actually murdered. But this one is off. So both of y'all have affiliations with a murder, with snitching and all this other stuff. So, dang, that's strange to me. Okay, these just pieces of the puzzle, y'all. I'm just wondering in my mind, shit. I'm putting it out there. Y'all got to come to your own conclusion, because I get tired of trying to tell people stuff because nobody want to listen to me. So now, when we think about it, let's talk about that story of this Sonetta dude. You guys ever heard the story about him dropping a police badge? He had a police badge that fell out of his pocket mysteriously. It fell out of his pocket. Why would you have a police badge, dude? Oh, it's okay. He was questioned about it. This was his excuse. It was my brother's. His brother's supposedly a police officer or something. So I don't know what police officer let their brother hold their badge for show and tell and shit, especially grown ass man. Don't he need to have that? And he's supposed to have this badge on him at all time. Why his brother got this badge and he carrying around in his pocket? He don't even got safety with it. He dropping it. So shit, he carelessly carrying that shit around. That don't make sense to me, bro. What's going on with that? All right, that's a whole nother story. So let's just come on back to retrospect. This big dude platform. So boom, he get out of these two people, this one that has been, he's at least been arrested for the attempted murder of Dr. York's son, right? He's been at least arrested for it, but now he's blown up into this guy of great information. I used to listen to him. He'd say these words and talk about things. I'm like, damn, brother Polite, you sound stupid as hell. What you saying? People are like, oh, he's so smart. Look what he said. I'm like, shit, what the hell did he say? Half the words he using, he making up. Half the words he using, he's conjoining together and using two different things. listen, let me not even talk about this big dumbass. But he got this large, huge platform. Everybody started following him. He started conning people with these different cons. He's done stolen money from people. I mean, he's done blue collar crimes, white collar crimes, murder attemptions, racketeering, threats, blackmailing. Damn, he done did all kind of shit. For him to blow up like that and never been to jail until this last incident that was brought to the forefront that he had to face because people just tired of hearing his name coming up with the nonsense all the time. So with that part or that portion, right? With that happening, this guy blew up. His platform is huge and it's large up until this point, right? Now let's get back to this boy. So young Pharaoh, after you get out, brother, you have the time to travel, with an ankle bracelet. He had an ankle bracelet on. I don't know if y'all know that. He wasn't just on parole, but he had on an ankle bracelet. You're allowed to travel with your ankle bracelet, go for events and show up and talk and this, and that. Off all this information that you've been taught and educated with while you were locked up, right? That's kind of strange to me. Then he blows up. Now, him and Brother Polite had around the same following, the same type of platforms, right? They're around the same level or area of knowledge, correct? When it comes to the people that don't know any better, we'll just say that. We're talking about their knowledge. Not to say that young Pharaoh, he's knowledgeable about a lot of things he talked about. I can't really disseminate the facts of certain proof that he brought with certain things, but then there's a lot of ridiculous, idiotic things that he's spoken on that prove that he's an idiot as well. So let me call you that. So, when it comes to those things, so we have to think about what we have to decipher when it comes to his truth. Parole. You got off for being charged for a murder. You implicated somebody that wasn't even there on the scene. When you got out, you're on this ankle monitor. You're able to travel through and for, and then you're also blowing up a YouTube platform with all this knowledge that no one's ever heard about out the blue. Sounds a little tricky to me. So now let's come forward again. So now we got this brother Sanchez dude. I'm finna get on his ass. He was a government agent. He said it. He said that he was a government agent. He was affiliated. He served in the army. He served in the as a military police. He said he was a military officer. He said multiple times. Just the other day when he was on AP's panel, he also said something about being. Damn, I forgot what he said. Something that reminded. I said, "Oh yeah, with your agent ass." He said something about What did he say? What did he say? He was a forensic. Oh, yeah. He said he was a forensic specialist, which is another type of governmental affiliated agent. He said he didn't say I used to be. This dude said I am a forensic specialist, a military forensic specialist. All right, let me check my chat real quick because it's building up and I haven't gotten back to you guys. I am doing awesome, baby. How are you today? How are you? Autonomous History 101. Thanks for coming through. Graciousness to you. Great energy. Perfect light, babe. And when it comes to that, fair use. Yeah, let me put that up there. Thanks, sis. Again, because all of this stuff is allegedly. We have to say allegedly. I'm just telling y'all stuff that's allegedly. When we think about allegedly, right? When they tell us for fair use, something has to be disclosed as it allegedly happened, right? What does that mean? Let's talk about teeter-tottering on the edge of truth. Let's talk about teeter-tottering on the edge of a fact, right? So the ledge of something, think about the ledge of a building, the ledge or the edge. Ledge is the L edge. It's the stretch of an edge. So the ledge, if you're standing on the ledge, you could easily be pushed over the side and fall and tumble, right? Or you can stand on the foundation, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to that. So being on the ledge of that truth, yeah, this is where Pharaoh was actually. He's on the ledge of truth. He's titter-tottering. He's, doing all of these things to bring himself into the light. He can't help but bring himself out. All of the things he's been hiding, they came out. He got that famous mushroom and he went plumb damn nuts. Beat the girlfriend up. This nigga done shot at her house. Now he in jail. Must we talk about that? Did y'all know that young Pharaoh was in jail? That he had been arrested? I don't believe he's still in jail, but he definitely been arrested. He gonna be charged for shooting that girl house. This nut shot at the damn house where his kids was at, literally while they were in there. And before that, he went online and talked about it and said, I'm about to go shoot at her house. I'm tired of her dumb ass. I'm about to scare her. I'm about to do this and that. Oh, yeah, this is a ITN production. Try to act like it was a movie scene, but you going with a real gun shooting at this girl house, putting with real bullets, putting real holes in the wall through the same hallways and doorways that your children go through. You fucking it, yo. This agent and his dumb ass, I'm tired of him too. I ain't gonna even talk about him too much. I don't want to talk too much about him because I'm talking about this stupid ass right now. Dumb ass, ignorant ass, non-intelligent ass, picture flicking ass Sanchez. So Sanchez, right? This dude, he's an agent, a government agent. Uh, uh, he said it. He's told people. There's a video that I even heard myself with my own 2 ears. So this ain't allegedly. He said that if anybody bothers him, if he getting out his car, he ain't even got to do nothing because he got homeboys, he got friends and agents that will come, will grab your ass, throw your head against the concrete, bust your head, arrest you, and this, and that, just for messing with him. This is what he said out of his mouth. So his government affiliation must run real strong. That was to threaten somebody, I'm sure. He was kind of elaborating on that a little bit too much, but I do believe he has government friends. There's always some truth in a lie. Why would he say that? My friend's gonna come do this, and that. Don't come do nothing to me over here, boy, because I got something for your ass. Trust and believe me. Somebody grab me, shit. I got something ready for you. I'm gonna pull something out the bra real quick. Shit, slice you right across your damn neck. You're gonna fall right where you like. Play with me. I'm really not the one. Anyway, let me stop telling all my secret shit, but I might be telling y'all some secrets y'all need to learn how to use. Y'all better get into knowing what to do with these herbs. They ain't here for no reason. Okay, so dum dum. When it comes to dum dum, and I'm gonna call them dum dum. This is like not allegedly. Like I said, when you're thinking about the ledge, that's going over the edge. When somebody's talking about them, oh, allegedly means you're teetering on the edge of truth or fact. Shit, I ain't teetering on shit, but I'm just using the word allegedly. I ain't on the edge of nothing. I'm telling y'all what it is, spitting these facts. Y'all better piece together these puzzle pieces and get y'all picture. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so boom. When it comes to it, the dude uh is an agent. He's a narcissist. He is a um, super egotistical asshole. He read ego and giving it a reference to being something positive, which it could be something positive. We definitely need ego. We have to think highly of ourselves. But he didn't read super ego. If he would have read super ego, it would have been talking about his dumb ass. He's an ignorant asshole. um, that has no facts or anything. He uses everything that he can against someone else. He loves to degrade the indigenous or aboriginal black man that he says. You notice he always says the black man, that black, the black, the black. He loved to say that black. He liked to put us in that connotation of that tone, putting us in a color. That's a weight class. It's like darkness carries a little more weight than light. Darkness is a form of matter that actually has weight because it is matter, right? And when we think about light, it's able to flow with the fluidity of energy, light. So it has a faster aspect to move through. So he loves to use that word black, the black man, because he wants to let you feel weighted down. He wants you to feel like you are heavy laden with all these guilts and crimes of the past, and you were a slave and you came from nothing. Listen, this nigga and his agenda, it's over for your ass. If y'all keep following this man, everybody that's brainwashed, we keep trying to open your mind and y'all portals to this stuff. But man, if y'all don't understand it, you never will. He is weighting your mind down with even using that word. And he says the way that he says it just cringes my skin. The black, he had the black woman, the black man, the black. Yo, listen, this dude enforcing this word. Listen, there's manifestation. I talked to y'all about this stuff. Y'all got to go back on some of my other videos. Go on my videos where I talk about manifestation. When a person is putting these words out to you, telling you that you are a black person, that's putting weight on your spirit. That's putting weight on your soul. That's putting a matter of fact that isn't true. Now, mind you, it's a matter of fact. Matter has weight. That's an atomic structure, but it's not a fact. So he is actually giving you that weight, that weighted matter, a fact that isn't true. And it's a heavy laden on your spirit and your soul to believe these things, to believe that you're a dark spirit, to believe that you are heavy weighted and you are not light and able to ascend above and beyond anything. It's a trick of the mind. Shit. I don't want to get caught up in that because that's enough. But yeah, he does these things because he wants to degrade. He loves to degrade a black man. He loves to put a black man down, as he says. He loves to put a black woman down, as he says. Not only not only manifesting those words to edify your brain and spirit and mind with the weight of that, but he also will be disrespectful, be rude, condescending, just some of everything to a person to consistently pull them even darker into that deep black hole. So we think about a black hole. When you're talking about a black hole, oh, the black hole, they always talk about outer space and outer space and the black hole and all this other shit. The black hole is a sinking place. That's like the pores in your skin. So when you're thinking about a black hole and he's telling you you're black, you're going into a sunken place of reality. When a person goes down into a black hole, you ever heard the rabbit hole? When you're going down the rabbit hole, you're sinking. The sunken place. That movie Us, if y'all remember, the guy was in the sunken place. He was in that dark space. He's looking out. And he could see the lady with the little light. That's what that is. That's a dark space. So when you hearing someone saying you're black, black this, black that, these are weighted materials that weigh on your spirit and your mind because now that's put on you. When you hear that, that actually hits your melanated portals of your skin, and then it goes in. You're absorbing that. That information is hitting you, and then you're feeling that. You're feeling that weighted. Oh, the darkness, the heaviness, the weight of that matter that is being manifested to your ear, so that you can pull that in. It hits your melanin, and it actually can disseminate, crystallizing of your cells that actually have a perfect formation. This is the dissemination of the perfect cellular structure, that Jacob's ladder, the two-strand DNA that actually is encoded with indigenous information or Aboriginal information that is actually unlocked as you come into certain information. These codes actually unlock within your body. And then now you're enlightened. This is where the enlightened information. Now that you're enlightened, the darkness is protruded, it's pushed away. The darkness it fades away because the light's coming in. So now you're opening up to information. You ever heard of open your mind? Open your mind up. Don't be so closed-minded. You're opening your mind up to information because why? The light is coming in. When the light comes in, the darkness subsides. You know how you go in the room, if it's dark, what do? You turn on a light. It's artificial light. We ain't gonna get into that because that's a whole nother story. Y'all know I talk about that artificial shit. But it's an artificial light. But what it does, it opens up the light barrier in the room. So now the dark is pushed out. It's still there. The dark doesn't go totally away because you look in the corner, you look under a bed, you look maybe behind a dresser, you still see the dark. But it's light and you can see. So this happens in the mind, in the portals of the mind, when you're pulling in information. It's the same exact way. You're pushing out. Just a minute, guys. I gotta get rid of this again. Thank you guys for bearing with me with my sinuses and this crap. It's so annoying. I've always had sinus issues all my life due to my incident. I have plastic reconstructed nose. So because of that, I have a lot of sinus issues, but they've been horrible since I've been in Texas. So this is something I'm not even used to dealing with. But yeah, when we think about that darkness, so boom, the light will actually push the darkness out. It's not totally gone, but it kind of pushes it to the curb, pushes it in the corner, pushes it to the shadows where it's the unseen, because the light gives the permission of what's there to be seen. It's standing out now. So we have to think about that. So when we're opening up these light portals, there are people that want to close those portals. They want to turn your light off. They want to close the door so that you don't even have a way out. So what Sanchez does, he puts the dark matter information for a person so it actually can clutter or cloud your space with the dark shadows. When you have so many dark shadows around, that light gets a little dimmer because there's so many things that's blocking the light. You know how you put up a blind or a blinder? If you have a vertical blind or a horizontal blind that's on your window, right? When you pull the string, it's going to slightly open, then you'll start to see the sunshine come in. You can open it just a little bit. You'll see bits and pieces of it, but it's not fully there, right? But if you open it all the way, now all the lights come in. So what these people do, they use the blinders. You know, when a person has blinders on, that means you can't see anything. If you're blinded, you're not able to pull in information. You're not able to see. So they put the blinders on a person so that they're just seeing, but there's still that shadow there. They don't have the full light, but they still have that shadow there. They're still able to keep them in the shaded part, the shade of that particular blind area. And then they're able to give them just a little bit of light as they want. They'll pull the string slightly, slightly, slightly. And once that person starts to see a little more light, and this person's getting smarter than me, let's tell you about Sanchez tactic. We're talking about him now. Keep it in mind. Don't lose track. Once they start to see a little bit, oh hell no, they seeing too much. It's too much light. I gotta shut them down some. Let me close this blind up. Boom. That's what he do. He'll close the blind, all the lights shut off now. Oh, no, brother, you said that. But wait a minute, bro. I thought you said such and such. That made me think that this, and that. Oh, no, no, now you sound stupid, man. What you talking about? Did you hear what I said? I said da 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 da. So now he got to bring it back to his truth because see, his truth with the shaded, the off light. But this person's brought real light to it. So once this person brought the true light to it, once they brought the real light to it, then that shade that he was trying to bring in, it's kind of shutting it out, right? So now he's got to shut that light down, and he'll close the blind back because anybody that's becoming aware or enlightened or awakened to the information themselves, now that they're having an inner source of light that's brighter than that shade that he's trying to bring in, he has to shut them down. So now he has to degrade them. He has to disseminate their truth. He has to say what they're saying isn't anything. It's crazy, guys, when it comes to that, right? So we have to remember that these people are witches and warlocks. You know, he's with an Asian lady. So if he's with this Asian woman and he's talking Pan African Asian, he talk. This is what he preaches. Everything life started in Asia. African. Genghis Khan and the dental on big dummy. You don't even know what Genghis Khan was, stupid. Genghis Khan was a black Aboriginal Oriental man. Yes, he was an Oriental man, but he was a black Oriental, just like the Sand people are black African. Uh, anyway, so when we're thinking about this, right? The shades and the blinders are put on people. And when you have a shade and blinder put on, you can't really see too well, right? So now he's closed the shade back. That light that was coming in, you can't really see too well. So now you have to try to figure out a way to go. You're kind of fumbling through the darkness and shit. So long as he keep you there, he can keep you under his guidance. Hey, come this way. Hey, come here. I got a little light. He'll open it a little bit, show you, or tell you a little bit, and it's like, oh, okay. So you following him, like the Pied Piper effect. You know, you guys remember the Pied Piper? Some of you guys are pretty young, so you may not, but it's that effect. You know, being able to give that tune where all these little rats are following because they just entranced by it. That's what he does. He's a Pied Piper. You know, he puts this information out, pick or flick, pick your story. He does it all the time. He's got a million stories for the same damn pictures. I mean, this shit is crazy. He had these people so brainwashed that they don't even see it. He had them so brainwashed that they don't even hear that he can say something and in the same sentence turn around and say something totally opposite. He speaks in total oxymoronic um, education. Is the best way I can say it because that's his education. Oxymoronic metaphors, oxymoronic pictures. He'll show you one picture in this one and then say this thing, and then he'll show you another picture like, you know, like, see, they blink. See, this is the same shape and the same size. Stupid. We're not playing a mix and match game here. We're talking about facts and, you know, over fiction. So, boom. Now we're tying all these guys in together, right? You know, Sanchez used to be on Sinetas as well, right? He got his start there. He was in the community, and next thing you know, he was going over there, and you know, he wasn't there as often, but he definitely was tied into that community. Do you guys find it strange that all these people are tied into the same community? They're either affiliated with some type of agency, agent. They have a police record where they would be a niche where they would be used in the community. The platform, as I told you guys before, I did a video when this stuff with Polite came out, and I was telling you guys how this platform was built from the beginning. This isn't anything that's coming out now to try to disseminate information, to cause separation, to cause confusion in the community so people don't know what's going on, or they don't know where they're doing things at because they're in this place, they're in this place, they're confused, they don't know what to do, what to believe, what not to believe. This was all implanted. They knew that we were coming into the enlightening age. It was due to come. This so-called corona period that they're talking about is the golden corona sun. Go look at my video from 2 or 3 mornings ago. I do a lot of sun videos. I just did one 2 or 3 days ago, and I was showing y'all the corona energy of the sun, the golden sun. That golden sun that once it rises up into, I should go. I'm on the computer now. I would let you guys see right now. It's at a good space still now, midway, but the golden sun and its energy and the corona is what is what they're talking about. They lying about all this shit. I ain't gonna even get into that, because if you haven't been watching my videos and you guys haven't been in tune, you just need to go back. I'm not gonna keep reiterating information to keep trying to tell people everything. The people that follow me, y'all aware of it. So anybody else that's new, you got to go back and find it yourself. So the information, right, from the corona sun actually ignites light codes. Look up Corona Sun. I'm sure everybody always looking up Corona, disseminate their lies and shit, because we know they lying. They created this damn virus that can't live inside the body. The body is 90 some degrees. The virus can't live over 80 some degrees, but it can live inside your body and actually kill people off. This some bullshit. So it's obviously not a real virus, or what they would say a bacterial virus or infection. Huh. So anyway, when I showed you guys the picture of the sun the other day, that was the golden Corona sun. That is a particular energy. It was expanding throughout the whole area. You go back and look at the video. I mean, so when we talk about this energy, it's an energy that actually ignites the light coding within us. And this is why when the sun goes up by 10, 11 o'clock, they have that fake sun out there. They have the terraform sky. This is why they continuously put the chemtrails out. I ain't gonna go into all this. I talk about it on too many damn videos, but I'm just saying it again real quick for anybody new that may run across this video. The chemtrails that they put out, they put them out because they contain nanoparticles. The nanoparticles are actually able to be formulated into certain structures. So they have the chemtrails out there. The nanoparticles actually formulate a fake blue sky, fake clouds, and they actually help to illuminate the fake sun that you guys actually see. When the sun rises and it's up at noon, it's a white sun. Do y'all know the sun ain't white? I've shown y'all multiple times. I mean, I can't do. I tell y'all, I show y'all, I put y'all in my world. I show videos. I do lives to let y'all see what's going on. I done showed y'all lives of the sun opening the portal, the real sun when it was out, when it was knocking that shit out the way. And the reason the real sun was out and the portal was opening because it was kicking and knocking and transforming the terraformation in the sky. The energy came through too strong these particular times. Listen, y'all might think this is pseudo psycho shit crazy. I'm nowhere near any of that. I'm very highly intelligent. I'm very spiritually inclined. It may have something to do with my accident. I was actually very inclined when I was like 6, 7 years old. I used to give my grandmother numbers. Oh, grandma, I keep seeing this number, go play it. And she hit off the numbers when I was like 5, 6 years old. This is real talk. I mean, I've always like seen certain things. When I had my accident, it just seemed to increase things. I read people's energies. I talked about this yesterday on another live. We were talking about other things, and it came up about the aura in this Taurus field a couple of times yesterday. But in this one video, I read things. I read people a lot of times. I can sometimes smile right in the person's face and know that they thinking the worst shit about me. And I can just read it in their face, their eyes, their aura. I can see it in the colors around them, whatever. It's man, it's crazy out here in this world. And if y'all don't open your mind up to it, y'all gonna be locked in different portals that lead you into a maze of stagnation. You know how a maze is? You're running around and you're trying to find a place. Next thing you know, you stopped. Next thing you know, you stopped here. Next thing you know, you stopped over there. That's what's happening. You're consistently getting blocked. There's blockchain information that restricts you from everything that is inside of you, all of your information, the binary coding, the frequencies, the sequences. So when it comes to the chemtrails, not only affecting you and your body, but affecting everything that's going on, right? The terraformation of the nanoparticles, when they're forming these things, there's a black mirror that actually is an energetic, magnetic, electromagnetic energy that they actually use as well. So when they raise this, when they're raising this fake ass white sun, y'all can look at it today. I want y'all to know that today. Anybody, you guys, a lot of you guys were up, but at least 40 of you guys were up this morning with me when I started. So you were able to see that that sun was yellow if you saw it rising. There was great perfect corona energy around it. It was a golden sun. If you were a kid, you can remember the golden sun. All you heard was the golden sun, the golden sun, the golden sun. Why the hell is our sun white now? Why is your sun white when it's up in the sky? Do you guys question anything? Do you use common sense compared to what these stupid ass people tell you? So when it comes to that energy that we are seeing is being blocked because the energy actually ignites light coding within our specific cells. It actually brings to light ancestral DNA and mother cells that actually spring forth certain information and certain energies that you can actually use to your benefit. If you guys haven't watched my superheroes video, I suggest you go back on my page and look at that video talking about superheroes. I'm talking about you. And I'm giving you the facts. You know, I'm not going to talk about nothing unless I show you guys or at least give you something to think about yourself to see what I see. So if you can, go back and watch that. And then make sure you're watching that sun video. All these things I'm talking about now, verify this information with for yourself with your own eyesight, with your own thinking, not something someone else is forcing on you. It's all in your own discernment. So when it comes to that energy that's being blocked or hidden from us, so that we are not manifesting the proper powers and energy that we have within us. Let me drop the link in case anybody want to jump up here. I'm gonna be ending this soon because I came up here to give y'all what I wanted to deliver and I did it. I don't got to stay on 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damn hours and draw people into nonsense because we need to stick to facts. A lot of times when people do these really, really, really long videos, you forget important things and important facts because nobody wants to go through fast forwarding this, fast forwarding that, because there's so much information given. So I think it was important to put out this factual information and for you guys to be able to look at it yourself and kind of discern truth and light for yourselves when we're thinking about all the things that happened with these debates the last couple of days, the discernment of facts and truth, the clown and the playing around. Even if these brothers didn't believe in the Aboriginal truth, why would you be playing around with this subject? This is a big thing in the community right now. This is a time for you to actually dissect this. If you're a real researcher or a person that likes to teach, this is a time for you to actually talk about this stuff and kind of break it down and pull information that you're not sure of instead of you going against it, kind of question it and decipher it for yourself. None of that's been done. It's being played with. It's being made a joke out of, and that was the entire intent. The intent was to make a joke out of the Aboriginal community. And it was done not once, but twice. And only the blinded will see that. Anyone that's aware of the information, anyone that is in tune with true light, they know what's been going on when it comes to these debates. We know who the winners were. Aboriginal power kicked Sanchez ass, period. Not only did he bring the information, not only did he stick to what they said they were going to talk about as far as the topic, so he stuck to the topic. He remained professional, even though he was being treated absurdly, even though his information was being muted, his information was being kicked off the screen, his information was being clowned in the chat by the other debater and allowed. His information was being monitored or mediated by his opponent. I mean, the shit was a complete joke. Last night, the Sinetta dude, agent number one, we're going to call him agent one. Polite is agent two. Young Fair is agent three. Sinetta, the dude Sanchez is agent four. So if you guys ever hear me referencing, y'all know who I'm talking about. So, so when it comes to that, this dude last night did the same thing. He kept putting his phone up. Oh, all you got to do is say, oh, you got 1 minute. You got 30 minutes. 30 seconds. And be done with it. He was putting the thing up and blowing it up in the screen. And listen, if y'all didn't see that, Anybody with blinders on, y'all gonna stay blind. There's not much that anybody can do to see, to help you see. I could pull a 20. I could pull 20 strands. Um, put 20 strands of from my blinders and give you all the light, and you still won't see it. Sis, great day, babe. How are you today? Thanks for joining me. Alma, you there, sis?
Yes, ma'am, I am. I was pulling up a great day. How are you?
I am doing great, babe. How are you today? Did you have a good rest?
I did. I did. I sure did.
Great, great, great.
I was pulling up this. Uh, I was mentioning in the chat about the sun that you were speaking on,
Mhm.
and I was trying to pull up this sun
Yes.
pattern. But anybody can go and look it up. It's they NASA has a
You,
pattern on the sun where
you
they
wanna
made
you
that
want me?
thing.
I could pull it up, sis. Real quick, sis. You
Okay.
want to share it so they can see it? I like for them to see this type of information, so they don't just, oh, they said this. No, they ain't just said this is a fact, baby. You can't get it pulled up. You wanna try to put it in the back chat,
Yeah.
and I can try and get it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a put it in the back chat for you. Let me hold on just a second.
Okay. All right. Let's go through the chat real quick while sis is getting this for me. See who I missed so far today that is in the chat. You guys know I want to make sure I note you. You are so important, so awesome. All of y'all. Y'all already know. Let's see. Cheryl. Yeah, Cheryl had, oh man, y'all. I didn't even mention Cheryl earlier, and she had this in there early. So forgive me, Cheryl. Cherokee, she has a beautiful site, guys. She does everything real quick. My sister's getting this information. I'm going to talk about her real quick. Sis has a beautiful site. She does all kind of original things. She makes like all kind of boxes, purses, freaking what do you call it? Flasks. She does. I believe she does like the indigenous wear clothing and things. She sews and stuff. She makes all type of indigenous things. She can make things for you for your business. You guys go to her website, because if you're doing an event or something, you want to get some cups or something with your business name on there, stuff like that. She does all that. So yeah, definitely could reach out to her for that, guys. Thanks for coming through, Cheryl. Great day to you, boo. Moon Faye. I'll come back to. Not right now. Moon Faye, yeah, I saw you in there this morning, babe. Say, just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. What you say? What you say? Well, you said that. Say that part. Wow, that's crazy. You ain't lying, babe. You right. You are right. You are so right. All of it sounds suspect, right? Like I said, I ain't gonna look. I ain't gonna say it's all true and all factual and all that. But I'm definitely going to. Oh, okay. I just want to make sure assistant put it back there. She's getting some information for us. I definitely didn't want to put it in your minds what I'm saying, but you definitely have to come to your own conclusion. I mean, when you look at things and you're thinking about information, it's sad. It's really sad. Yep. Blame the elders in the community. Oh, go ahead, sis. I'm sorry. You got it pulled up, babe.
I'm trying to. Let's see.
Okay. Take your time. I'm sorry. Just asking.
It's giving me a hard time because it's a PDF. But let's see. Let me see how I pulled that up. Hold on. Let me see. So I can tell you how to go back.
All right. She's still there. I think something going on while she's trying to connect. All right. Now she just dropped off, so she'll come back because she want to bring some information. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Sis said, shout out to American Harris. I don't know if you just put that up there because we was talking about her, boo. But if you're in the chat, American Harris, I definitely skipped over you, sis, and I did not mean to. You know, I'm sending much love and energy and everything. I'm trying to go through the chat while we waiting on sis real quick because I was running my mouth so much. I just didn't have time to. I kind of omitted my chat. Blue, great day, Blue, great day, brother. Who else did I miss? Who else did I miss? We Zane 365, greatness, greatness, fullness, fullness to you. He's of course he's an egotistical clown. He could not let nobody see how he got his behind spanked, right, bro? He didn't want nobody to go back and see that because he was so drunk. He was full of himself that night. He really thought he did good. You know how people be drunk? They so stupid. He was high drunk. I had about 340 ounces probably. So when when he got up that next day and he actually seen it, and I bet y'all any kind of money because I was in his chat and I wrote in his chat. I was like, "Yo," I said, "What's all that clicking?" When he kept throwing AP's screen off, you could hear the clicking. So he probably heard it himself, and I believe that's why he did it. I just want to say that. I just want to say that. Okay, here go Alma. All right,
I
sis.
can't get it. I've been trying to get it. I can't get it. But it's
And
under the United States. It's under NASA. It's if you go in Google or DuckDuckGo, just type in sun patent and you'll see it
okay,
under NASA where they started it in 1951.
okay. Now, mind you, I'm going to put you guys on to something. The In 1951, that was around the time that they did the first Corona launch. The first Corona launch, right, was the solar into seeing the solar that supposedly that what do you call that thing that goes around taking the pictures? I can't think. Man, I'm kind of off of my thinking this morning, guys. I apologize, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
You talking about Hubble?
What is that? Yes, baby. Thank you, Emma. So they started that, taking a picture. This was through Kodak and via Procter, General Electric, not Procter and Gamble. I'm sorry, through Kodak and through General Electric. Right? They were part of the
Mhm.
Corona launch program. Kodak is the one that did the film and the actual taking on the so-called filming when they put up supposedly in space. Right?
Mhm.
So keep that in mind. The in that Corona, there was a certain type of material. I can't remember that video. I have a video. I might actually play that soon again. It's on my page, but there's a video where I talked about the entire Corona thing. It used to be a documentary on it. When it's what's crazy is right after I did the video about it, not even a week later, they literally took the documentary down. They literally took the documentary off of it was on Prime TV and it was on YouTube and it was on Netflix. First they took it off of Prime. Then they took it off of Netflix and then they took it off of YouTube because it was telling everything about the corona. So I ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, if y'all go back and I don't even remember what video it was. It was when I first came into YouTube. So I was talking about if anybody interested, you can go back and find it. I'm not gonna I don't even remember which one it was. I'm not gonna lie, I do a lot of videos here and there. So um all right, sis, I'm pulling it up. Give me a second. Should be sharing in a minute. I gotta put the right screen on. Okay. Forget this one. Okay. All right, there it goes, sis. Let's see. It says US 3325238A. You want to read it, sis?
Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull you up on my TV too. I got you on the phone and the laptop, but I gotta get you bigger.
I would love for you to give me a break here. I didn't want to like play music or something, but I do need to warm up my tea for the third time. Actually, I'm gonna make some more tea once you get into this, sis. If you don't mind, I appreciate you. My throat is bothering me so much. I need to make some more tea. So when you're ready, let me know, babe, and I'll step away for just a second.
Okay.
Maybe I can minimize this a little bit more.
Yeah,
Is that big enough, sis? Let me see.
yeah, that's good. Let me see. Okay, I see it.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, this U.S. patent on this false light that they're bearing on us instead of the yellow light. And so it says 1963, June 4th, application was filed. Well, that's false because it started before. Well, I guess. Oh, that's the solar simulator. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's the same thing, but they started it actually in 1951
Did
with the solar simulator.
you want me to click on that, sis?
This isn't actually. It's the one they have under NASA. It's the sun the patent where they patented where they try to patent their own sun simulator. This
Okay.
is the actual simulator that they made for to make the sun, but it's a false sun and it's at an octagon shape. I actually videotaped it one day at work where you could see it has an octagonal shape. So when it's up in the sky, kind of it looks round, but it's not round. And it's a false light that they've been bearing on us ever since they launched it up. And what that false light does, it connects to all this 5G towers that they're putting up. That's my take on it. And from what I'm understanding with these doctors that are real and really care about people, they're saying that this jab for the corona is got nanoparticles in it, nanotech.
Sis, I'm so sorry about that, darling. My computer actually just shut down on me, some stuff going on. But did you want to just go ahead and elaborate on it or read it? They saw that you pulled it up.
Yeah, that's what I was doing. The nanoparticles, the nanotech that they're putting in the jab, it actually connects to the 5G towers that they're putting up because you'll notice your phone is not 5G. They keep saying that these phones are 5G. Your phone isn't 5G. It'll say 5G, but it's actually still in 4G. So there's some real doctors out there explaining how this nanotechnology in the jab, because they see it's small, it's so small it can fit through the needle hole. That's the reason why a lot of these people are saying that there's magnets sticking to them because it's a metal. And then they're spraying all this aluminum and barium in the sky for us to breathe in to connect to. It's like connects. You know the little toys the kids got called connects. It's the um, magnet toy. It was banned for a little while back in the day because kids were swallowing those magnets. They're small pieces, and this nanotechnology that they have in the corona jab, it also connects to this false light to the 5G to the jab. And they're also spraying the aluminum and barium metals in the sky, making us breathe this stuff in. And all that connects once we breathe it in. um, with that false light that they're bearing to where we can't heal because the sun, the yellow sun, is what heals. And we got these clowns out here making this, making these things up and patenting this fake solar sun, this the fake sun that they put up there. Like I was saying, if you guys go to just 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 Google sun patent, just sun patent. You'll go to NASA and you'll see where they've patented their octagonal shaped sun. And if you stand a certain way or if you point your camera a certain way, you can actually videotape that fake sun. You can see it in your camera.
Yes, sis.
So yeah, Sister Soul is right. How you can only see the real sun early in the morning and late in the evening because that false sun that they have up in the sky, they can't make it rise or fall. It's already risen. So once it gets up so high, they cut it on. It cuts on because it's actually solar operated. So it
You
actually operates by our normal natural sun.
And you know what's crazy, sis? I've shown people, I actually did a live talking about it particularly, right? And I
Mhm.
literally showed them because my camera, I have a telescope that I can actually attach to my phone, right?
Mhm.
So through my camera, I had took some pictures and I was showing them you could see where the beam, they have a blue beam that actually shifts that light and makes it go into this is what made me know that it was doing that. I started seeing that and I'm like, wait a minute. I said, I know it's switching. So now stuff will just come to you if you have certain discernment or if you're looking for it. So I
Mhm.
was looking for the information because I knew it was happening. I just needed to see how and what was going on. So I went out and I started taking the pictures one morning and it just literally popped up. You can see, I'm going to put them up maybe later on today just to verify anybody that's listened to this so you don't have to go back and find this particular video. But I want you guys to see this for yourself. You can see the solar blue beam light casting the light of the sun, the fake sun, up into the sky. I literally caught
Mhm.
it in my pictures more than once on different days. And people would say, "Oh, that's a shadow in the phone. It's a light." It's listen. If I'm taking a picture in pure air, in pure light, in the open, there's no reason for any shadow to be in nowhere. Because what is it taking a shadow off of? Why would there be a shadow? I ain't gonna even get into that 'cause people don't use their common sense. But either way, not common sense. They just so disillusioned to truth and the
Yeah.
facts of the matter that they can't even understand or disseminate the truth. And it's so sad, sis. So I'm
Yeah.
so glad you were able to bring this up because this is like the solidity and verifying the information I keep telling them. And this is what usually happens, guys. You guys have to pay attention to what's going on.
Oh
You
yeah.
sometimes will get validation of information or proof of stuff right in your face. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss it. Go ahead, sis. What you want
When
to
I,
say? I'm sorry, I just had to get.
when we were younger, we were kids. The only time you saw a airplane or a plane spraying the skies is if it was to make a message and it was of normal products. I noticed a
Exactly.
lot of people today, you know, my clients, I would always ask them what's up with the tic tac toe. And they would ask me, like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you not notice they're spraying the sky? Like, what are they spraying? Is no one gonna question this? Like, there's tic tac toe boards, they're making
Yes,
stars, they're making pyramids in the sky, anything with a straight line. So no one's paying attention to them drawing in the sky. Like normal normal
yes.
contrails, they dissipate. But these chemtrails are not dissipating. No one's paying attention to that. Everybody's staring down at the phone. Everybody's looking down. No one looks up anymore
Sis,
to
do
pay
you
attention.
know I was talking about this about one day we were actually looking at the sky that had the pure rainbow of all these gases in it. We were taking a video, me, my son, and my son-in-law. A guy's walking by and he's like, "What are y'all looking at?" We looking at him. We're like, "Do you see the sky, bro?" He looked up like his eyes open wide. He was like, "Oh my gosh." He didn't even see it. He's walking down the street. We walked down the street from the house to take the video. This guy's walking down the street. You're walking in the midst of all this and didn't even see it. He's so busy in his phone, just what you said. And he was like,
Everybody's
wow.
busy looking forward, watching their step, looking at the phone, looking down. No one's paying attention to the skies. Like the most important thing in our life. Like, I don't get that. I don't understand how people, oh no, I don't see it. Oh no, what are you talking about? And it's like you don't see them spraying the sky. Like once one come through, another one come through. And then next thing you know, you got all these black clouds. And growing up, black clouds, you didn't see black clouds. Normal weather, bad weather was gray, like a bluish gray, but not black. What's with the black clouds? No one's paying attention that they're making weather.
Yes, and then it's a mixture. They don't even notice it that it be there. It's the black clouds. It be the dark gray ones, and then there are the light gray ones, and then there are the bluish light gray ones. There's like 4 different colors, and they all have different shapes and shades, and they be having these different obstructed shapes. It's like,
Hmm.
why do these clouds have these shapes, and why are they coupled up and grouped together? All of the unnatural stuff that's just a normal, unnatural thing, people take it as natural now because they're so sleep.
Yeah. A lot of people tell me, "Oh, well, that's normal." No, that's not normal. That's not normal. When I was coming up, it said something, "Happy birthday," or "Will you marry me?" It wasn't just straight lines going across and then dissipating into black clouds. You
Made
know,
no sense. Made
make
no sense.
no sense. And a lot of people don't even understand the fact that we have all these weather machines in the United States and other countries. Just like that,
Exactly.
just like that, that's the Canary Islands where the volcano's going off. That's the whole point of that, is to get rid of that weather machine over there.
I'm sorry, sis. My daughter's asking me something. Say that again, babe. I didn't hear you. I apologize.
I said a lot of people don't understand that the Canary Islands volcano eruption is
Yes.
to rid us of that weather machine over there.
What do you mean when you say to rid us of it? Sis? Are you saying that you feel that the natural, and just to verify, because I always believe that the natural, like I say, the light gets rid of the dark, the weighted heaviness.
Mhm.
I believe the natural casts out the unnatural.
Mhm.
So I know about the volcano. So when you're saying the eruption and that cleansing, are you saying that cleansing is actually getting rid of that because it's inorganic, or are you saying that they have used the weather to cause the volcanoes to erupt so that they can get rid of it to do something else? I just want to verify what you're saying.
So there is a weather machine, like Charles Johnson says, peace, brother. There's a weather machine over there in the Canary Islands, like HARP has, like their HARP one up in Alaska. There's also a weather machine in Florida. There's one in the Canary Islands. And
Hmm.
when they destroyed that weather machine in the Canary Islands, and,
Mm.
and that's what caused the eruption.
Oh, sis, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, you just brought something back to my mind. So, is that why? Remember when they had that big lake fire, supposedly?
In the Canary Islands.
I don't. Unfortunately, I wish I knew this. I don't remember certain facts. I'm sorry. So, but you're reminding me of something. So I'm trying to verify if it's the same thing. Not too long ago, there was a big. They were like, oh, there's this fire in the ocean. It was a big, round, swirling fire in the midst of the ocean, and I felt like I said that that was a volcano that erupted up under there, and it was actually trying to get rid of something that they were doing, or it was either something that they put under there trying to get rid of something under the sea that they don't want us to know about. One or the
No,
other. Now,
no,
is this the same thing you're talking about, or is that something different?
that's something different. You're
Okay,
talking
babe.
about out in the Gulf. No, the Canary Islands are north of it's northwest of Africa.
Okay.
It's right across from New York. And they destroyed that weather machine over there in the Canary Islands. It's in Africa. And that's what caused the eruption of the Canary Islands. And it's been going off for about 2 months now, that eruption.
Right. And this is the one, is this the one, sis, that they're saying that the eruption is possibly, they're saying it may not now, but a couple of weeks ago, they kept saying that these eruptions are going to cause a big flood in New York where
Correct.
the boroughs are. Okay, I knew this. Okay, that makes sense.
Correct.
Okay.
So you see, we're right in the winter. And they keep telling us in movies and stuff, like the movie The Day After Tomorrow, how the
Hmm.
flood is going to happen in the winter and cause a deep freeze upon New
Hmm.
York. Okay. So that's part of the eruption that's going on in the Canary Islands. See, what what the bad guys want is for part of that island to fall off into the ocean to cause a tidal wave into New York.
Hmm.
But the good guys went in there and they destroyed the weather machine
That's
and
why they
that's
say
what
now
caused
it's not going to happen.
it's not going to happen.
Preach it, sis. Yes, baby. Yes. I'm so glad you came up this morning because you have clarified that for me. I have been so scared. I keep telling my baby, she's like, "Oh, mommy, I'm good. I'm protected. Nothing gonna happen to me." I'm like, "Baby, I don't know. It's a lot going on. Those volcanoes, they're making these tides and da 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 da." She said her spirit didn't make her feel like anything, any type of danger in what I was telling her, right? She
Right,
came here
that's
to
not
visit
going
me
to
the other
happen.
week. I got
Right,
on her again, baby, come on, you need to leave, we all out of New York, that. She's like, Mom, she said, I understand. She said, I looked into everything you told me with those volcanoes and stuff. She said, I hear you. She said, but I just don't feel like I have immediate danger right now. That was it. She grown. I can't make her do nothing. I'm just mommy trying to talk to her.
right, right, right.
So about 2 days after she went home, I started seeing some other thing that like, oh, to save. I don't remember what it was. It was something on the dark web, I think I saw. And they were talking about, and it was like, oh, that threat is not there. There's no more imminent threat, blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking like, well, what the heck happened? Because at first it was sounding so dangerous. So now
Yeah,
here you come in, sis, with this info. This is fire for me this morning, sis. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming up again. I got to say that.
you're very welcome. Any information I got, y'all got.
Yes, babe. I love it. So
But
they,
yeah,
so they once they destroyed it, so ooh, so you done took
see,
a stress off me. I don't even got to stress on my baby right now because I know that's a wrap, and I should have known it. But my baby told she like, mommy, and she real good with her spirit too. She just like me, my oldest. I swear she's a mess, but she she was like, Mom, I'm good, But
hmm
that's awesome, sis. That is awesome. And
yeah.
and
So they
the sun
knew
thing.
the bad people knew that they were going to destroy that weather machine. They knew that was going to happen. But what they wanted was the they wanted the part of it to break off into the water to cause the tidal wave, which is not going to happen. They're not going to allow that to happen, and that's the reason why only part of the island had to evacuate and not all of the island. There's still a lot of people over there.
Yeah, that makes sense, sis. Because I'm thinking like, I was wondering why they weren't talking about that too. That's another thing. As far as them evacuating the island because they were trying to keep the information low. But I was saying stuff about it and talking about it, but it was kind of like you don't know what's going on. I'm not there. I'm just hearing what people are telling me. So it was like kind of, like I said, kind of scared to be honest with my baby there. But
Right,
this is
right.
just, whew.
Yeah, that's the reason why they put all the subliminal movies out there that New York is going to flood over,
Hmm.
and that's the reason why they keep calling this it's going to be a really bad winter, and that people are going to be in the dark or whatever. But
Yeah, dark
that's
winter.
yeah, but
Hmm.
that's not necessarily what it is. It's not. No, the dark winter that they're wanting to have actually is keep, like you were saying, speaking on earlier, keeping us in the dark, not giving us the information. They don't want us to get the information, but the information is coming out, about what's really going on with all these bad people in the world. So instead of us being in the dark, we're coming into the light by, you know, knowing truth instead of keeping us in falsehood.
I'm sorry, sis. My daughter was talking to me. I apologize. I hate not giving attention, especially when you was talking to me, and I had muted because she was saying something. What was the last thing you just said, babe?
I said, I said the dark winter that they keep speaking on is like you were speaking of earlier, trying to keep us in the dark, not letting us know, what's going on, because I don't know if anybody's been paying attention to your snaps and your Instagram, but these young folks, they're putting out those indictments that's going around. I don't know if anybody saw that big list of indictments of their favorite celebrities and stuff that have
Sis, what's funny? I'm sorry. I just got to say something on that since you brought it up. I told people about this almost like 3 years ago. You know how old this is? I even
man,
showed
I
I even showed
know
them
how
on
old it
Facebook.
is.
No, not you. I'm talking about the people that aren't aware of this that still keep, oh, look what happened with this star. And I keep telling these people, we're in a playbook, sweetheart. These people are all actors. They have actors playing multiple roles. This is all like a game. People really don't take this as literal as I tell them this. And the only reason I speak on it so profoundly is because I kind of know pretty much all the details. I spoke about it before. The
Mhm.
down to the framing of Bush's dad saying that he died of a heart attack, but he was executionized to,
Mhm.
all them being arrested. And, that's why a lot of this corona stuff came into play because they got all these
Mhm.
actors and actresses and all these different politicians and stuff. They actually on their tribe, they had tribunals like two and a
Mhm.
half, 3 years ago. Half of
Yeah.
them locked the hell up. That
Yeah.
all these so-called FEMA camps and all this other nonsense that they built, they come, oh, these FEMA camps, but that's for these damn people.
Yeah.
People don't realize this is like, man, we are going through, everybody that's in my earshot, we are going through the biggest crime story unveiled in history.
Right.
Everything that these people have done is what we're going through right now. Not only
Right.
about the sexual predatory, but everything. The governmental lies.
Everything.
I mean, man, go ahead, sis. I'm gonna let you go, but man,
Everything. So that's the darkness that they're trying to keep us in. They don't want us to know about the indictments out on all of these people. The reason, like, for one of the main issues, you can go and Google how many CEOs have stepped down. For instance, Jack Dorsey yesterday of Twitter. Maxine Gillian's trial started yesterday, and people don't understand. Like my husband, he's so mad. He's like, why aren't they showing it on TV? Well, you got to understand the reason why they're not showing that trial on TV is because it is so gruesome. It's
it's too much. It's
it's
too it's
it's too
too
gruesome to
disgusting
show on
and gruesome
television.
to talk about. They can't even
Right,
talk about some of the details. You know how when you're on the trial and the person's on stand and then they're okay, what happened, this and that. Once they are given these details and stuff, guys, it's too disgustingly graphic for them to even talk about.
right,
Another important part is that they don't, if they tell everyone what's going on, right? Like we're talking about it because we telling y'all because y'all awoke, right?
right.
Imagine all these crazy nutty imbeciles that are out here and they whole world gonna crash down when the truth is unveiled to them and everything they've had blinders up on their entire life, their religion, their this, everything comes into question. People are gonna go nuts and crazy. They're trying to keep the peace
That's
because they don't want us to flip the hell out. That's really why they ain't talking about it, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what it
exactly,
is. They want
exactly.
us to keep the peace because they don't want people to know that, damn, they always talk about the president this and the governor this and the this and that. These people don't even exist. They got actors playing the role till they finish these trials just so we keep quiet because they don't want us bum rushing their ass because there's no government. There's literally no government now.
No,
All
the
this
public.
defunding the police and all this shit. These people are paid and they're under contract and they working. That's all they doing. But they're nobody. All these people we're not under nothing right now. This is why this is
Nothing.
the time for us to be doing what we need to do to state our place in this land and let these people know y'all done came in, took over our shit, killed up our people, and now y'all trying to do it again and trying to cover it up so y'all can rebuild over these lies y'all been doing all this time. But we done bust y'all
Exactly.
ass out, and now y'all can't come to the fruition to pull together, stand together, and say, okay, enough is enough. We taking our shit back. Okay, go ahead, sis. I'm sorry, but this shit be
And
pissing me off.
exactly, that's what I keep saying. So I keep jumping up on panels because, like I was saying earlier in the chat, my spirit leads me to genuine people. So that's what led me to you guys in the group. I've been speaking on this ever since 2012. I've been looked at like the crazy lady. People still look at me like the crazy lady when I tell them. But when it comes to fruition, like I had got a phone call last night, and the phone call was about the indictments, and I try to tell him, before that these things were happening, but now that he sees, the California and the New York indictments, the list, it's over 500,000 indictments.
Yes, sis. They're gonna shut
500.
everything will be shut down if they knew.
Everything is about to be shut down. and there is no government. We're no longer a United States constitutional government
Yes.
or corporate government. We're
And
back
since
to the
it said that,
constitutional government.
I'm going to remind y'all again. I know y'all hear me say this all the time. This is so freaking important. Please, please stock up on your water, stock up on
Oh
canned goods,
wow,
stock
yeah.
up on dry goods, stock up on healing herbs. You need these things because you're going to be needing them. The hospitals, we don't know what's going to be all shut down. These grocery stores and stuff's going to be shut down. I met an old lady. Check this out. I was at the store. I was stocking up on water. She seen a whole bunch of water in my cart, and she was like, "Ooh," this was an old Caucasian lady. Just so you know, she was about 90 years old. She was just walking.
Hmm.
She was a sweet little old lady too. She was like, "How you doing, baby?" I said, "Oh, I'm doing good, sweetie. How you today?" She said, "I'm doing great." She said, "Oh," she said, "I see you smart." I looked, I'm thinking like, what the heck she talking about? Was the way I was dressed? What? So she was like, she said, "You got all them water." She said, "You must know what's going on." So I'm like, what is she talking about? I know what's going on, but what you talking about? I said, "Yeah, babe." I said, "What you talking about?" I said, "What you know I don't know?" I started laughing. So she started laughing. She said, "Yeah, honey." She said, "My son is a truck driver. And he keep telling me, and he been telling me to stock up, stock up, stock up, because he know all this stuff going on. He be hearing it down the grapevine." Now, I ain't gonna suggest this, honey, but I'm gonna tell you, if you had to even get certain dog, Lord, but I'm telling y'all the truth. Get certain dog foods and cat foods because there are a lot of dog food and cat food that are real food, but they just make them so that the animal. Listen, I ain't gonna get into that whole part of the conversation, but she was telling me how she even stock up on dog food and cat food that she can eat. This is an old lady. This old lady wasn't no
Listen,
bum, mind you. She was getting in a nice little whip. She was dressed clean and looking good for old lady. She was telling me that she even collecting dog food and canned goods because her son done told her everything. She didn't get into a whole conversation, but she was just telling me, "You gotta stock up." "Yeah, baby. I see you got all that water." She said, "Make sure you getting dry goods." She said, "I don't know if you got kids." I said, "I got kids and grandkids." She said, "Well, you know what? Make sure you getting dry goods, you getting canned goods, and just like you got that water, get a lot more." She said, "You have a good day," and she just walked off. That's just this just a lady out the blue. Confirming for me yet
right.
again, like I said, I always get confirmation because I'm open to light and my light always shines. So something made her say something to me. And this is how you get confirmation. So y'all got to be open to information when people are telling you things all the time. This might be off
Right.
topic, but I'm gonna say this. You got to listen because your discernment will bring you information. You will be magnetized with the stuff that will come to you. It's like a magnet. It can't help to just come your way to make sure that stuff is revealed to you. So make sure y'all are stocking up as much as you can again on all this stuff. Get you a dryer, air dryer. You get you some herbs to get your vegetables, your fruits and things. You dry them up and you pack them up. Get you some mason jars, some airtight containers. Listen, I'm telling y'all got to be ready. Go ahead, sis.
That's absolutely correct. I actually met a guy that worked at a dog food warehouse, and he said it's real food made for dogs to digest. Yes. So that's absolutely correct. We have a natural spring here where I go get my water from. I have jugs where I fill up at the natural spring. I'm over here in Tennessee. So we have a natural spring that comes out the mountain that we go fill it with. It's absolutely pure spring water. That's how I fill up, and we keep plenty of water. So much water. My family, they crack up. They're like, "Oh my gosh, you got enough water, Auntie?" And I'm like, "Yes, I do. If you need any, let me know."
I know
But
that's
you
right,
have
sis.
to have water. Buy the large uh cans, the large canned goods, buy all your perishables. If you have a church nearby that donates those perishables, go get that, stock up on that. Stock up the best way you can, but most definitely stock up your big box Sam's Club, BJ's, Costco, all them places like that. If they only allow you to get one toilet paper, go each day and get one. They can't stop you from doing that. You can stop you from getting one pack a day, but they can't stop you from getting a pack each day. Stock up on everything. Stock up on water. Get you an air fryer. Get you a propane fryer. Get plenty of propane tanks. Get plenty of charcoal ways to cook. Get you some bricks. You can make you a stove out of bricks. Get make sure you stock up on plenty of wood. All them things and ways to cook. Make sure you stock up on cast iron cookware so you can cook on those things. It's a must. It's a must. Can your vegetables so you can have vegetables. Get some of this MREs, military ready to eat food. They got these Patriot dry foods that you can buy. It's all kinds of ways. Me and my family, everybody in my family, we have bug out bags. We stay by the woods just in case we need to bug out. You never know in those cities, they can come in the middle of the night and put a fence around your community while you sleep, and you don't even know that you're on lockup until you wake up the next day. It's serious. It's not scary because the Most High has our back, but at the same time, you have to prepare
That's
because
right.
these things are going on.
We have to be prepared. We have to. This is another thing, guys. You got to be prepared for your families. Our families are so sleep. As you know, we can't even get them to take on the light information, let alone to take on a daily life and what's really going on in reality and having them see it. So a lot of us may have to be prepared for some of our families. If you have younger children, you might have grandchildren, so on and so forth. You got to do like as much as you can. Make sure you stop because when if anything happens, even your close family members that haven't believed you or listened to you and done any of these things with the things that you've stocked up on, you're going to be sharing it with them. I mean, I don't know about y'all. That's me. I wouldn't have, all these things I need. And then my family's sitting over here hungry or needing water. You know what I'm saying? So you got to
Right.
keep in mind, we need to have a lots of these things so that we're able to take care of it. Even the elderly person in your community that nobody's been looking out for or whatever, you may need to take on. It may be your job now that you're going to have to be looking out for this elderly person. You got to make sure you are stocked and ready. Keeping
Eh,
all the things that you need for first aid, bandages, wound cleaning elements. You can buy like spray, peroxide, alcohol, bandages, things of this nature. You
Yeah.
may not think these things are important, but you don't know when they may come up and need to be important. Stock up
Yeah.
on knives and things that you'll be able to use. Um, Find out about different herbs that go with certain things. Have some of these things around. If this happens, I'm gonna at least have this herb. I'm gonna keep this in the cut. If this happens, I'm gonna have this herb for this. I'm gonna keep this in the cup. Keep these things. Find out about some poisonous stuff in case you need to protect yourself. If you don't have access to certain weapons or whatever, make sure you got you some knives and things, and you find you some stuff that you can dip them in. And if you need to be using them, I'm just being real. Make sure you learn how to use these things and do what you need to do to protect you, yourself, and your family. It's going to be
That's
real out
right.
here, y'all. This purge and these movies they've been showing with them purges, they showing y'all that for a reason because they know what's going to happen. They know
Hmm.
they just look at they want y'all to see what's going to be happening because this is really going to happen. People are going to be going nuts when they can't go to the grocery store and get a pack of meat or a loaf of bread. They
Yeah.
can't
They'll
get
be
no,
trying to
and
come
they
to
know that
you
you
and
got a
get it.
stock full of stuff. Man, go ahead, sis. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly. They'll be trying to come to you and get it. And you just got to be careful. Because they'll even smell your food cooking from a miles away and come after you. You have to be careful. You need kerosene, just all those things that you may not necessarily think that you need at this point, but it's good to have all those things on hand because at the end of the day, when all these things are said, done, and over, when it all comes said and done, with these military tribunals going on for the crimes against us, for this long period of time, this long war we have been going through. Like I had showed Sister Soul the other day, the timeline of the wars that we have been going through, and the war is not ended; it's still going on. It's just silent at this time, and it's a war on the mind and body that we have to be prepared because just like these Karens out here that know who we are because they were actually taught who we are. That's the reason why they're so upset about who we are. They're going to try to come for us, because they're not going to have those things that they used to have. and they're not going to have those privileges that they used to have. So they're going to try to come for what you have, and you have to be prepared, just like Sister Soul said, to protect your family in all types of ways. Um, to the small hand pocket knife to the machete. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have all that stuff. Sister, I saw your bow and arrow, girl. I got one too. I got one. I got a
You
bow and
do,
arrow.
sis? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Because you
When
never know
people
when
see
you
that,
have
they
to
be shocked.
quietly sneak up on somebody.
That's
You
right.
know, you're gonna have to take turns staying up at night. You know what I'm saying? Being guard and that type of thing. If because it's gonna get to a point where none of their optics are working anymore.
Hmm.
Everything that they're trying is not working. You can see it's not working. I mean, come on, ain't nobody paying no attention to Corona, and Amara Khan and the new Corona and the Z Corona and all these different names, the list of names of different Coronas that they trying to put out here
Girl,
every 5 seconds. No nobody paying no attention to that mess, you know.
we too.
So a
Look, we
lot of
woke
their
woke over here, sis.
yeah, a lot of their tactics aren't working. So at the end of the day, it's going to be an all out war against us and them because it's time to give us our land back, and they know it. It's time to give it back. It was stolen. We they did all the crimes to us. They stole from us. They raped us. They everything, everything you can name. They done it.
That's right. And we have weathered through most of it. We are so strong and we persevere so much. And this is why they have to try to demise us because they know that we have the energy and the strength, and they know that we're getting stronger and stronger. There's no weakness, you know, when it comes to us. So they're afraid. They're afraid. They're trying to still fear in us because they're afraid. They're afraid of us and us waking up and becoming ourselves and our true selves.
And we also need to really discern, these hijackers, infiltrators, agents, that are trying to attack us too, that is, our same color,
Yep.
like you were speaking on earlier,
What
how
do you
these
think about
people.
any of that, sis? Had you heard any of this information? I know you said that you're in Tennessee, so you're not like near New York, but just being around the community, babe, you heard any of this stuff before? Or, what do you even
No,
think about it? Even if you hadn't heard it,
no.
what do you think about that stuff?
That's crazy, but I can't put nothing past it. I'm pretty sure I don't put nothing past anybody trying to infiltrate us, you know, or trying to keep us down. I don't put nothing past that. It's just like when I get up, and listen to these builds and the infiltrators, they come in and they try to take us out of what our mindset is on. We could be having a great conversation, and then we'll have this idiot come up and start talking nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I look at them as agents, infiltrators, and boule and all of that mess. They trying to take us off our mindset of where we're trying to go with, our Aboriginal community. And then they change up the whole thing and it's a big, rah, rah, rah argument. Nobody got time
Hmm.
for that. We trying to get it together,
That's right.
and I just feel like they're agents and infiltrators, and
Yes, sis.
anybody that, that comes out and they saying black people and white people and all this other stuff, it's not about that. It's good or bad.
Yep. That's right. And
So
that black man, that black be making me so angry. And I'm the black, the black this and the black
yeah,
that. That black hole. Anytime you hear somebody talking about the black, y'all start remembering that's something to do with the black hole shit. If you become me black, talking about the black this, the black that, stop. Tell them, say, listen, I don't want to hear anything about that black hole. You're not about to take me down a black hole of darkness or information that's blinding me. I don't want to hear it because it sounds like as soon as you start talking about black, I know it's no truth in it. So I'm done with it. It ain't even nothing to talk about.
yeah,
Pull you down that black hole. That's all it does, a rabbit hole of lies.
yeah. Those black holes, they what they do? They suck you in.
Yes, sis, suck you in, pull you down. You trying to pull, and not only is it just sucking you in, it's like a swirly swirl. So it's like you sliding and slipping. You can't even pull up. It's pulling.
Yeah,
It's just sucking like a vacuum.
yeah,
Man, come on.
yeah.
Your
That
mind
that
get caught up in
that
that, it's a wrap.
swirl, they use that same swirl in MK Ultra, that
Yes,
that hypnotism swirl.
yes, sis. That's that. What do you call it? Alice in Wonderland theory. Down the
Yeah,
rabbit hole. People always talking about the
yeah,
rabbit. That's going down that rabbit hole for sure.
yeah,
But
exactly. So we have to keep a consciousness and a energy to keep us away from all of that stuff. Not even feed into it, because when we feed into those people that jump up on the platform and get to talking crazy and talking in ways that we don't agree with, we need not even feed into it. We just need to let them talk and yell and go crazy, so we can see exactly what they're about.
yes, yes, yes.
And then at that point, block them.
Yes, we have to be on it, guys. We got to be protecting ourselves, making sure we are ready for our community because this is going down. It's not going, it's gone down. It's been
Cause
going down. All this
yeah,
stuff that
cause
we're experiencing now.
if we don't be careful, we'll be like MLK standing next to Jesse Jackson, and who gonna get shot?
Exactly.
We have to be careful with these agents.
Huh. Look at that. She said, what about the black hole sun in one's eyes? Is it a deception in words? I just listen. You listen, babe. You on it? Cause check this out. I just said anybody that has not seen my sun gazing video. It said I don't remember the exact title, but it says sun gazing. Um, and it says something about is it a disability or does it harm your health or something. It says I actually talk about the sun gazing and that black hole and opening the unveiling of certain information when you it sounds like I'm echoing. Hold on a second, guys. When you do a certain amount of sun gazing, what it does is it allows you to hold on. The sun gazing allows you to lift a veil over your eyes. It's something called photic retinopathy. And what it does is it removes that veil. When it does remove that veil, it allows you to see certain colors. You start to see certain like different energies, and you also can develop certain telepathic abilities. This is
Yeah,
actually medically proven by people. They've had people that had this, and they call it a issue, or what do you call it? A disability. They call it a disability. But can you consider that a disability if you're advancing to seeing more light? You're seeing energies and things around you, and you're developing telepathic abilities. These abilities are these superhero abilities that I've talked about with the electromagnetism. So when we're talking about that black dot in the eye, that is the portal, the one portal that is the portal that pulls in everything per se. You get
hmm,
everything that you think and hear and feel, and all these things are all attributed to that, because when you pull that in, that's the wave formatted information. All the wave formatted information of what you see helps to actually write or format the information onto your brain. This is
very
what gives
good.
you the simulation, the false ascension, the fake world that they can actually tune into with the nanoparticles, the same nanoparticles that are within you because you've been eating them, swallowing them, tasting them with the water and the air and everything. So now they're able to help tune into that information you're pulling in through the nanoparticles, your eyes pulling it in, all of your senses, everything you see, hear, taste, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to the eyes, you're pulling that wave format information in, so the nanoparticles are connecting to that as well. Your brain is disseminating the 10 million pieces of information that you have pulled in each second, now it has to disseminate that, give you a picture or overall reality of what you pulled in via your senses, all of your entertainment, which is why entertainment is so important to them and why they use it against us: television, TV, telekinetics, time sequence, all these different things, because that wave formatted information, once it's written on the brain, it actually gives you, formulates your reality. It projects your reality. The same thing they're doing, as I said, with the sky and the black mirror. That black mirror is what is helping to terraform the sky. What Sis was talking about, the dark clouds, those black clouds, that's because they're terraformed. They pixelate the pixels, pixelation. These are the things that they use in the nanoparticles to formulate, to make that form into a reality using this technology and the blue beaming. So it's so much to this. It's just crazy. It's man, I don't even want to keep talking about this stuff, but go ahead, so
So
let me be quiet for a minute because
true.
it's so
Oh my
annoying.
goodness. So true. That's crazy. Um, so true. So true. Sun gazing is very, very healthy for you. Very, very healthy. It allows you to see things you never saw before. It allow you to like Sister So said, it allows you to uh oh, what's that word? You just said it. Um
Telepathic
Ascend.
ability.
It allows you to ascend. It allows you to go into different dimensions that you've never seen before. Um, Sun gazing, it helps you with your health. Pretty much, you can go without eating sun gazing. You can fast sun gazing. You can fast on sun gazing and water alone. Um, it's never harmed me
Yeah,
either.
let's elaborate on that, sis. Hold on, let's get to it, baby. Let's go deep with it, like you said. So when it
Sun
comes to
gazing
that,
with that water, and sun
mhm,
gazing with water, spring water. Oh my gosh, it is the best health for you. It gets a lot of that nastiness out of us that we eat and on a daily basis that they feed us. Um, it's one of the best doctors in the world.
that's right. And why is that, guys? You know why? Because of the crystals in our blood and within our
Hmm.
cells, the crystallization of our cellular structure. When you're thinking about the molecules, and the atoms and the atomic structure that we're actually made out of, our body, the atoms. So those atoms, right, they're formulated by the proton, neutron, and electron. So there's a oscillation of these each cell that's in our body, which we got can't even think of the multitude of them. So as they're moving and they're oscillating, they're formulating the atoms. The atoms are formulating because molecules actually self-replicate, just like nanoparticles. All nanoparticles are GMO molecules, basically. So
Hmm.
keep that in
Hmm.
mind. So when it comes to the molecules and they're formulating the crystallization, which is the purest aspect, the purest form of them, which gives you the perfect cellular structure, which is that climbing the Jacob's ladder. If you guys heard that before, oh,
Hmm.
we are climbing Jacob's ladder. Okay, that Jacob's
Hmm.
ladder is the 12-strand DNA. The 12-strand DNA is the original blueprint of
The
the spirit
DNA
body,
strand.
basically,
Hmm.
when it comes to that. So when we were looking at that, hold on, I'm trying to get this. This phone is annoying. That's why I was trying to be on the computer. So when it comes to that blueprint, right? So if you're not at the proper frequency, right? The proper sequence in your body, that is the molecular structure which we are born with originally before there's any tampering, right? Now,
Hmm.
what they can do is manipulate that. So when they come in and manipulate it, those structures are transformed. So where your molecules, the proton, neutron, and electron, the proton and neutron may be affected by a nanoparticle. So now there's an artificial particle that's running with that. So now the oscillation is set to a different frequency, tone, and shape because now it's forming into something else to what that nanoparticle wants it to be. So now this is the flow of that molecular structure. So you get so much of this inside of you, obviously, it's going to transform you. It's going to
Hmm.
transhumanate you because
Yes.
now your cellular structure is not operating organically. It's now operating off of a technology. It's operating off of a technical sense and off of the organic sense. So it's mixing or blending these two. So now you're a transhuman. This is why you
Mhm.
guys are hearing all this about transhumanism and,
Transhumanism. Mhm.
this and that, blah blah. These robots and the clones and the this and that. All that shit is the transhumanism. Period. And this is
Period.
simple. It might sound pseudo, but it's easy. It's easy stuff, guys. And if you're not aware of it, this is what's going on with us. This is how we're manipulated. Because if you're aware of it, what you're gonna do is make sure you're keeping your proper structure, your proper crystallization within your structure of your red blood cells. Your white blood cells need to be at this place. The antigens need to be working properly, this, and that. But if I got a nanoparticle that's in here attacking this particular area, now none of my antigens are going to be working. So now I don't have anything to fight off all this bacteria, something foreign, or some virus that's within my body, because now I'm transformed into something else that doesn't have the ability to work properly, which is actually making those antigens force that virus out my body. So
Right.
it's this shit. It's just a
It's just like they
multitude.
were speaking on earlier in the corona community, how the sun kills it and warmth kills it. Remember they were saying by the
Yes.
summer it'll be gone.
And
And
that's another thing. If keeping the real sun out, see, they know if we had the real sun out every day, right? Now I get
mhm,
my sun early in the morning because I do what I do. But if I'm
mhm,
out, if a person, the average person isn't out and getting no sun each day, they're not pulling in any of those ions, the perfect ions from the sun that can actually kill a virus in a natural body. This is another reason these things are being blocked, because they know that these things actually are healing to the crystals.
mhm.
That's the Christos. That's the crystallization in the mind, because now you're purified. Once you're purified, washed in the water, washed in the blood. Y'all know that.
Well,
Oh, we are
exactly.
washed. Okay. I ain't gonna get into all that. But that washed in the water, baptized, all that is the cleansing of the spirit, the purification of the gas aspect. When you have reached a certain enlightenment or purification within your body, the crystallizations, yes, you have crystals in your mind, you have crystals in your lungs, little crystals, diamonds.
Yeah.
This is where
Yes,
they get
you do.
diamonds and minerals and all this shit from in the earth. Our dad ancestors that have been down. Listen, we ain't gonna go there. But anyway, you got diamonds and crystals in your mind.
In your body.
So the
Uh-huh.
gas aspect explodes it. It's like phew, it shatters those crystals to make them open. And you have this gas, which is that energy of magnetic fluidity that is a proper frequency and sequency and a perfect ionization of your body by putting your cellular structure in the right place. And this is what this
Exactly.
does. And this is the Christos, the Christos, the Christos,
The
the Christ,
Christos, the
the
crystals.
Christ minded. Hello, religious freak. Listen to me. This is the Christ minded. Go ahead, sis.
That's correct. That is correct. Which reaches to your ether, your hair, which not to cut, which allows your antennae to reach to the Most High, and you can get that. Those real energies to let you know what's right and what's wrong. So true, sister.
Yes, sis. Oh, and listen, I'm doing a reminder because Dee Dee actually wants me to do something on the hair, and I'm definitely gonna do it. I actually was planning on doing it this week. I probably will. And when I do it, please join me, babe, because I want to go into that spiritually with that, but I'm gonna give a lot of information on that, letting the person understand how important the hair is.
Oh yes,
You
ma'am.
know.
I'm actually a certified grandmaster cosmetologist, so let me know.
Oh yes. Oh, perfect. Says we'll do that because she was like, "Get it, girl, do it, do it." I'm like, "We gonna do it." She goes, "So
Yes.
we'll do that. Me, you, and Didi will do that because that's gonna be an awesome one."
Yes, my
Perfect.
care is my platform to my people.
Yes, Shannon, it's facts, baby. I ain't just making it up because it sounds good and it look pretty.
That's true. That's true.
Look, you know how they do around here. Look, just so y'all know, y'all, what we talking about in here. It ain't nothing that's made up and pretty. It's all facts. Your girl ain't gonna tell you
Exactly.
nothing that you can't research and find the information on and come to your conclusion to see these facts for yourself. So I ain't just happen.
That is so true. So true.
Yeah, so
Yes,
there are
ma'am.
certain
So we have
in
to discern the
mhm.
falsehood in this world, and we have to discern, what's truthful in this world. And, only nature is what's truthful. But your nature has to discern, what's right and what's wrong. And like I was saying, my energy, just because I do, go out and sun gaze and I do drink that, natural fresh spring water, I I can discern good from bad, and most of us can. But we have to keep that up to keep our communities, our community, aware and, away from those that are trying to distract our community.
That's right. All the people that are here for the what can we say, for the tricks and games, and they here because they want to get your money, and try to, who send me some money, and this and that, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of info, so you study struggling there. Oh, let me send them something, so they keep it going because I want to get a little bit more, but they keep you in the dark still, keeping that shade drawn on you, just keeping you where you just cannot discern for yourself anything, because you're following right in their footsteps just like they wanted you to. Every step they make, you right behind it, because everything they say, you think it. They say you believe it's the word, it's the truth, and it is the light. Not knowing that you yourself were born as the word, the truth, and the light. You came from your mother's womb, developing the perfect harmony of everything that is true and good, and that is connected to the one and most powerful energy source of the entire planet. So you're a part of all of that. You're a part of everything that you were birthed into this earth and world that is formulated after you, made exactly in your exact body. Like literally, like
Yeah, that's the part I don't understand with people. Why take on foreign stuff? Like, why want to go get the jab? Why want to go get the booster? Like, you want to go get the jab, then you gotta go get the second jab, then you gotta go get the booster. All that stuff is foreign. It's just like with cancer. Why would you want to go get chemo? That sounds like a cocktail of chemicals to me. That's foreign. Why would you want to get radiation? Like, radiation definitely doesn't sound right. None of that stuff sounds right. So why? I don't get it. I being a master cosmetologist, I don't use many foreign products. A lot of my products are natural. Most of my products are natural. And if I can't find those natural products, I try to make them myself. I just get the natural things and make them myself, and I make my own products. So I, if it's not from this earth, I don't want it. I don't get it because we
And
are
just so you
earth.
know, on that, since you mentioned it, y'all know, just it's specifically, I was gonna say particularly, it almost got blended. Um, Specifically and particularly. Um, when I came to the YouTube platform, it was to build up informational content for my radio show, the main radio. Shout out to the main radio. Make sure you guys tune in each and every Sunday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, because I spit the truth and the real. And I try to have as anybody that can bring some important information that may be good for you to discern in your mind to my platform. So make sure you guys are tuned into that. And on what the sis was saying, I also have my products, akrandlesnaturalnature.com. Any of your holistic needs, please feel free to go to my site and check that out, because I have pretty much any and everything. I don't have everything on my site because I have a small list of things I have not updated. If I have too many other important things to worry about that. But if you want to reach out to me, you guys know you can reach me, akrandlesnaturalnature at Gmail. Or you can reach me, Sistarsoulmaneradio at gmail.com, for any of your holistic needs. If you're having any issues, something you need to cleanse out your body, I got everything. I got cleanse for any organ in your body. I have a parasite cleanse, I have a blood cleanse, a memory booster. I mean, I got everything. So anything you have a question about, I also offer consultations. You go on my site, you guys can find that out. This was not done for me to permit an ad, but this was a chance for me to tell anybody about this that may need these things. I don't do everything for money, guys. If you are in need of something right now, you think you may not be able to afford anything that I'm offering, please feel free to reach out to me as well at sistersoulmaneradio.com or AK Randall's Natural Nature at gmail.com, and let me know what's going on with you, what you need, and don't worry about it. I got you. I look out for everybody. I do what I can to make sure that I'm taking care of anybody that may reach out to me for a specific need, because that's what I'm here for. We're all here on this particular planet Earth, or this energy field, for a reason, because we need to be fulfilling something, taking care of something, doing. We need to do. My part is excuse me. My part is healing. This is what I do. I've always done. I've done it since I was a kid. It's crazy, but it's just something that I've done. I do Reiki healing. I do life coaching. I like mental healing. I have some healing I need done my damn self, but I don't have a doctor to go to. But shit, I'm always
What you
helping
said?
somebody else. But I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, I've had a lot of things personally. I've had a head injury, gunshot, 38 to the head. Like, I've lost my eye. I've lost, a lot of things. I could have lost my life, but I am still standing strong. These bones couldn't take it. Even, a 38 couldn't get rid of everything. So that bone stopped it right there. But, I have certain issues I deal with, my sinuses. I use all natural for everything. I don't always take time to take care of myself, because I'm so tired from taking care of everybody else, but I don't mind. you know, don't feel embarrassed, don't feel ashamed, don't feel like, oh, I act like on YouTube, I got money, this. Now I want the sister to know that I need this, but that I don't give a damn. I would not mention it. That's on my word stated. I wouldn't tell nobody none of your business. I don't care what you do or what you got. It's not about that for me. So if you need something, make sure you reach out to me, even if you can't afford it. If you can, do it. If you can get more shit, do that too, because you might be able to help somebody else that I'm helping, help me toward what they get. You know what I'm saying? You have to do what in your heart to do. Use your discernment, so on and so forth. So I just want to say that on what the sis was saying, when it comes to the herbs and things, seeds, make sure you guys are collecting seeds. It's hard to find organic seeds. If you anywhere you see any type of organic seeds for fruits, vegetables, herbs, make sure you're grabbing that. You need to be collecting these things. They're going to be very valuable.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
I don't
most
know a couple
definitely.
things. Go ahead, sis.
Yes, yes, most definitely. Amazon has a seed packet, like 50 seeds, 50 different varieties. And someone had a good question on the in the chat asking what vegetables are the right vegetables to eat. And I would say any vegetable with color, because white vegetables don't give you much.
Yes, and specifically, actually, I might do a live on that because actually there are particular colors that are good for certain things.
Right.
I don't want to get too much into that right now because that's a whole different subject of the health stuff. I just mentioned enough on that. But as far as me, I don't want you guys to think I'm trying to, pitch my health thing on you. But when it comes to that, I'm definitely going to do that for you guys because you can use certain things, particularly for certain things.
Yeah,
Um,
and with the stocking too, when we were saying stock up water and food and
mhm.
everything like that, another good thing to get is books on those natural herbs and things in the wild that's good to eat. I tell you, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't get one of the best plants to get out the ground. It grows in front of everybody's house is the dandelion.
Girl, I just made dandelion and collard greens. When I say the best greens is dandelion and
A
collard.
dandelion, yes,
And if
dandelions.
anybody
That
wants to try
ugly
that,
yellow flower.
just so you guys know, y'all, if you want to try it, I suggest doing the dandelion at least a good 30, 40 minutes before you add your collard greens. Cook, they're a little tougher,
Yes.
so just, make sure you cook them a little bit before you add your collard greens. But when I say something delicious and so nutritious for your body, that is like the super, super, super green. That's like a ultimate so-called flu shot. Go ahead, sis.
Yes, the dandelion. The dandelion, everybody can go outside and pluck that, make your dandelion tea, make you some dandelion greens. It's all kinds of dandelion recipes out there that's really good for you. I helped cure one of my clients that had cancer. My mom just recently passed 2 years ago of cancer, and she didn't. And it's crazy because my mom taught me all this nature stuff, and she chose the radiation and the chemo, and it killed her. And we talked about,
Mm.
um, and it's funny, Sister Soul, seeing you pull your picture up earlier. You look just like my mom. Oh my gosh, I almost cried. You look
Are you
just like her.
serious?
And it's crazy you say you lost the eye. She did too.
Girl, see?
She did too. Um,
Wow.
yeah, you look just like my mom. And she died of cancer, and she would not do the natural stuff. She wanted to be
Ah.
cured fast, and it didn't work. And I hate that she passed the way she did because the nature could have cured her. Because one of the biggest thing to cure cancer is saw, SAW, palmetto oil. You
Yes, you
saw
right.
palmetto. cures cancer quickly. So if you have anybody that you know that has cancer, tell them to go on Amazon and order 100% pure saw, SAW, palmetto, PALMETTO oil. It cures cancer quickly.
And there are a
And
lot of
she
fruits and
did not
vegetables
take
that
it.
can help with that. Yep. They don't they be so scared though, baby. They have so much faith. You know how people are with religion and the Bible and stuff. What they'll do is with these doctors, they'll be afraid, and it's like I gotta have faith. Something's gonna help me. So they look for these people to, you know what I'm saying? So they listen to them, and it's just a manipulation on their fear. You know.
Yeah, yeah. And then listening to them also tell them they don't know anything about that, and I just don't know anything about that. So I just suggest you do this over here, but not realizing that they get paid to push all that stuff into you.
Mm, so
Just like
sad,
they get
man.
paid, you know, that when they keep the pregnant woman's amnio bags, you know, they love
Furious said,
keeping the
"What
black
time of the
woman's
day do you
amnio
garden,
bags.
sis?"
They buy Mercedes with those amnio bags.
Ama.
Yes, ma'am.
Furious asked, "What time of the day do you garden, baby?"
What time of the day do I garden? Early in the morning when I do garden. Most of my stuff I've already chopped up because it starts to wilt. I've already did my harvest for the year. So most of my stuff sitting on the counter right now from harvest. But most of my stuff I already cut it down and got my grounds prepped for next year.
Oh, sounds great.
And my
I might have to
pallets. I got
visit
a
you,
lot of
babe. You close
standing
to me.
pallet gardens too.
Get some of
So
that. Hold on. I'm gonna send you some seeds now. Get your girl right.
yes, ma'am. Uh if you got small spaces, pallets, get you some pallets, go to some warehouse. A lot of times those warehouses don't care to
Hmm.
keep the pallets, so they sell the pallets to people. You can get a couple of pallets sometimes for free and make
I
you
was
a
gonna say
pallet
that.
garden.
I've never done that. Now I use them like to lift stuff. Since I didn't know you could use the pallets for the garden. You mean as far as like just use them to plant the dirt? That's a good idea. I
No,
use
you take,
these.
the pallet got the slots in it, right?
Uh-huh.
So what you do is you get that black the black uh material, the garden material, and you just
Hmm.
in each little slot you put you that black material, you staple gun it up, put your dirt down in there, and you can do your herbs because herbs, they're smaller, they don't take up too much space.
Right, right.
Yeah. But like for instance, corn, I didn't have a great corn this year. Corn didn't grow well. And that's because China, they sold a lot of our corn to China, and then when they sent the seed back, they were junk seed.
They have
So the
these.
corn didn't
I'm
grow
gonna
too
show you
tall.
real quick. These little bags, right? You can buy them on Amazon, right? To start to grow anything to start it off. If you have herbs and things, you just keep them in here. They're breathable bags, right?
Yeah,
This is a half
that's the
gallon, you
material
know.
I'm talking about.
Yep, you can get the gallon, you can get the gallon bags or you can get the half gallon bags, guys. Put your little dirt in there. See, you put your little dirt in there.
Yeah.
It's got the handles. You can move it around. It comes with a little stick so you can put what's what. You can put your vegetables and start them even now in the wintertime in your home. If you have a nice spot in your home or like a closing porch that you can maybe heat, you can put these in there and then it'll come. You can do your gardening. That's a very good way to start your gardening in your home. You guys remember a couple of weeks ago we had I had the little something going on with me and I was giving away the gardening kits. Nobody asked for the gardening kits. I'm like, dang, I'm showing them all these little gardening kits. Nobody want no garden kits. These little small things are the ways that you can, have these things to make sure you don't have to worry about seeking and find them when you can't get nothing at any type of store or anything. So,
Oh my
but
gosh.
those are
Sister,
perfect
so
for
I got
growing
to show you a
anything.
picture of my mom.
Oh, okay.
It is crazy. That's how we folks across the world, across this United States.
That's right. Our DNA always be coming through. Oh, this thing in my face.
So
Oh, let me
yes,
turn this
ma'am,
on.
that's so true.
I hate
Those
being on camera.
bags, they have the hangers. They have those in the
Mm-hmm.
hangers. I have a couple of those in the hangers. Hold on, let me see.
My, oh, that's funny you said that, guys. Listen, guys, I'm a person. I do gifts and stuff all the time. I used to do all type of baskets and stuff because I love to make stuff look cute. So people like, oh, make me a basket, make me a basket. So I was doing that for me. I do some everything. Y'all know I do the waist beads, all this. But either way, those things I save thrifty stuff. Sis just said she finna show us something. Now, if you're a lady, right, you know when you buy certain little garments, like say your what do you call it? Like your bra, certain items. I can't think of everything they come on, but it'd be like the little thing, and you had the little clasp on the end of it where you can snap it. It's a little hanger like that. Sometimes it's a scarf or a bra. Ladies, start saving those, right? Because sis gonna show y'all something. I'm pretty sure you can makeshift something like this with one of these bags or any other type of bag you use to do like a wall garden or something. So those things are handy. You know, these are the type of things you need to be keeping because even if you had to, you could like put them on the string and then you could tie and wrap the string around the handles, right? And on each of those snaps, you'll be able to have two bags on each one that you could grow herbs and stuff on. You can hang that on the wall, on anywhere on inside of a room. You know what I'm saying? Things like this, guys. Y'all got to start using thrifty thoughts as well. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sis. Joe said, peace in the Amazon. I didn't even see her. Where she at? See, I know I was passing people. I told y'all. Dun, dun,
Hold
dun,
on,
dun, dun. Go ahead, babe. I was just looking back through the chat. I don't see it, but shout out to Sister Amazon. I don't see her anywhere in here. Zoe said, peace to Sister Amazon. I don't know if I bypassed her, but shout out to sis. But okay, yes, sis. Let's see. Let me
go
put you on
back.
the solo thing,
The
babe, so we
back.
can see it a little better. Hold on a second. Okay.
Those are good to put the herbs in because it's small.
Oh yeah, that's cute. Easy and simple.
And here's my
Can you go
pallet
closer
garden.
up on this,
I
sis?
just took it down.
Wait, sis, can you go back to that? I was trying to see how you had is those little pockets or
Yeah, those are little pockets that you can hang your herbs
oh.
in.
Mm. Is that the little those little shoe things that you put on the back of your door? Sis? Oh, she can't hear me. Oh, bro said I thought Alma was Amazon. That's funny. I'm all in the chat, so you gonna get it. You got me looking back. I said, oh, Alma here, and I ain't even say hi to her. Hold on, let me find a comment. And I come back and now I'm rereading it. My butt. He said he thought Alma was Sister Amazon. Sis trying to get that together. She done fell off. She'll be back, y'all. Don't be happy do extra stuff for you now. But yeah, she'll be back. Okay, there she go. Okay, sis, let me put you on Dolo again so they can see it good. So yeah, those you said that is the look. Damn it, it keep going back out. She'll come back. I'm trying to see if that's the little thing you buy the little shoes, guys. Dang, that's a good idea. You could buy the little shoes, right? When you buy the little shoe rack, it's like a little shoe rack, but it says it's a door shoe rack, a door hanging shoe rack, or some crap like that. When you buy the little shoe racks, right? Um, you could do the herbs in there. That's what she's showing you. That is awesome. See? This nigga talking about sister. He said his bad. I know he said his bad, bro. It's no big deal. We're just joking. You okay? Are you all right? What's going on? Sister Soul Main Radio. He said his bad. Zoe is a fine, strong man, sweetie. He don't need your backup or your assistance in saying nothing to me. Me and him is like real good. You stay in your place. I don't know who you is either. I don't think I never even seen you. Don't come here trying to check me. I ain't with it. He did not have me on no search. I was just joking, talking junk. Yeah, you know what? Y'all know I get emotional. Don't be talking junk now. Mm. Oh, sis lost internet trying to show us her stuff. Dang it. It's all right, boo. You know, we're gonna definitely do this again. Sis came through. That's right, that's right. My people, my people, my people. Look, when I say my people, I mean my people. My folks. That's what it is. Hmm. You are the best. And when I say you right. Oh, you know what? I gotta start saying this, saying copper armor, just so y'all don't be confused. So it's my bad, bro. You laughing at me because I'm the damn nut, right? But yeah, I'm gonna start saying copper armor when sis come on the panel because y'all thinking it was Amazon. That's so funny. Uh, well, come back in if you can, sis. I'll stay up for a few more minutes, but I was about to get out here. I was gonna make it a little short. You know, I was just coming to talk about them nutty bums. But you already know, anytime a word hits me and we're talking about something gonna come up we need to discuss. So, we talk about a lot of good information. I feel stuff that needed to be heard and talked about. So, we're gonna definitely, do this again, guys. Y'all know I like to talk a little junk too. I have fun talking junk. I had a ex when I was a little younger. We used to joke like that all the time. He actually used to do it all the time. I started talking junk. He'll say some smart stuff, so he had a smart mouth. So I had to, be nice with it because I could have checked him a lot of times. But what I used to do was be nice and say it in a joking way, and he'll be laughing and stuff. So we started having fun. Um, who say I'm on the delay? Uh-oh, probably is, boo. Something going on with the internet. Let me see. Something with the internet. I hope this better. I'm gonna try to come back up, boo. I don't know what happened. So you can say your goodbyes. I'm about to get up out of here anyway, babe. But so you can say goodbye properly if you want to. Jump back up here. I'll stay on a few more minutes. I probably am on the delay, bro. Appreciate you telling me that. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Make sure the pallets you get are the natural wood without the treatment on it. Oh, Tom. Say that, brother. That is a very good point. Cause see, that's me. I'm totally organic, natural. I won't buy seeds that's not organic. I won't even, I won't buy anything, that I have to purchase out of the store if it's not natural or not so much organic, but natural, with no chemicals, no additives, no GMOs. I check all of that. Is the delay better? The delay better, boo? Let me know. Oh, the link. Okay, sis. Let me put it. Link. I be forgetting the link don't be when you put it out there unless you pin it, the link does not be there. If anybody else wanted to join, guys, I did not intentionally not put the link out there. I really don't think about it sometimes when I'm talking. Sometimes most of the time people do not be jumping up here. Um yes, bro say I'm on point. Hey. He put me on because I was like falling way behind. So yeah, most of the time, I don't get too many visitors up here, even though I visit and, jump on with everybody else. They be acting like they too good to jump up here with me. A hot mess, but it's all right. I still support a lot of y'all. Yes, sis. Thanks again, babe, for coming back. So you think that it's good now for we can see it, or you don't think it's gonna be able to
Let's see.
yeah. Does it
Fine.
so that is the little shoe thing, right, sis? Oh, that's where it's cutting out at by her garden. Yep, it's starting to freeze up a little bit. So that is
Yeah.
the little shoe thing. Sis, that's what I was asking you when it cut out. That's the little
Hmm.
uh
Yeah. It's like a shoe. It's almost like a shoe holder. It looks like a shoe holder, but it's more. It's a garden holder. It's for the herb. And yeah, the pallets. They're um they're
the
untreated.
the brother made a point, sis, while you were
Yeah. What are you
while you were
doing?
gone real quick. He was saying
Uh
something
huh.
about the pallets having chemicals on it. Do you make sure that
Mhm.
you're not using ones with chemicals? Because he said some of the pallets have chemicals.
Yes, they do. He's correct.
Okay.
That's why I line it. That's the reason why I line it with the liner. But I done snatched all that stuff out. And then I got my buckets that I use too. I use buckets for my potatoes.
Okay.
So you can garden
Oh,
all
let me.
kinds of
Can
ways.
you go over there without the internet going out and let them see the potatoes in the buckets, sis?
Oh no, everything's dug out. Everything's cleaned out.
Oh,
Everything's
okay.
harvested. Soon as it gets cold here on Halloween. Soon
Oh,
as it
okay.
gets cold and starts to freeze, I start harvesting. So I pull everything up, and
It is beautiful, sis.
and then see I compost everything. See my compost corner.
Mm-hmm.
So I compost everything to get all the compost. Throw all that compost over there, all the old stuff.
Right.
My cherry tomatoes that fell off, composting. So yeah.
Yes, sis. That's what's up. So when you bring them in, do you do canning? Do you air dry? Do you do all of the above?
I do have a dryer and I do have canning. I do masons. I was talking about that with the lids the other day. It's hard to find lids anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Some fresh canning lids. It's like the canning lids have gone missing. And
I
then
just seen some, sis. Hold on. Do you need some? Because I've literally just seen some the other day because
well
I went to get.
I got some
Okay, okay. I might be on a delay again, sis, but yeah. So yeah, so you do the canning, you freeze, yeah. So that's what I suggest. A lot of the get the air dryer, right? And when
mhm.
you put your herbs and stuff in there, guys, you can just you could store them. You can put them in like an airtight. You can go right online. Damn, I wish I had. I'm gonna pull all this darkness stuff out to just preserve your food and show you guys one day with the canning. The canning is easy. You get the ball jars, you drop them in some boiling hot water, and that stuff will stay preserved.
Yep.
You
And
get
yep, you drop it in water later on and it'll plump right back up for you.
Yes, yes. And then the same thing with the air when you air dry it. You just add your little water, boom, you good to go. It's not gonna be, just like when you uh froze it, but it's good enough to eat. That's all you need to worry about. You're gonna be
Right.
glad you had it. Have your
Right.
little
Right.
couple of things, your raisins have, just in case if you're a person that has problems with your intestines, make sure you keep you some raisins, keep you some prunes, dry those up, stuff like that. If you're a person that has problems with like sugar diabetes and high blood pressure, whatever, get beets, red beets. Freeze dry some of those. You can always make you some teas or something with it. Stuff like that. Make sure you guys. I do health stuff sometimes. Somebody suggested that I don't do so much of a variety, I guess, of topics, that kind of throw your channel off. And then I was kind of switching up and I'm like, well, I really don't care about the channel being thrown off. Either they want to be here or they don't. I don't care about reaching a certain number of people like that. I do care because I want people to hear what I'm saying because I'm telling them for their benefit, but it's not about, oh, I need a sub, need a sub. So I try to focus on, building content around everything I think is important. So the people I feel that these things are important to as well, they're going to gravitate to me. That's just the magnetism. Nothing can stop that. So it is what it is. If they have that particular light, they're gonna feel my energy, and that's that. So I'm gonna start doing more of that to make sure that I can get these things. Oh wow, that's you and your mom, sis.
Yes, ma'am.
That's her on the right of us, right?
Yes, ma'am.
She looks so young and pretty. Wow. She do favor me, sis. That's crazy. I see
Yes,
people all
ma'am.
the time like that too. That's crazy. I done seen people that favor me. I'm feeling like, dang, is you kidding to me? Like,
Right.
for real, our genes be like, we connected, all over
Yeah.
here. We all over here connected. That's what's crazy. That's why when you see someone that's foreign, like from Africa or as they say, or the continents over there, or whatever, you could say, oh, that's an African. Oh, you can even tell the ones that come from Ethiopia. Oh, they Ethiopian. People say they are African. All these places are supposedly in Africa, but they'll say, oh, that's an Ethiopian, and they'll specify African with the dark with the peasy thin 9 ether hair. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how we have distinctive features. To people
Yeah.
that are original to here. It's just phenomenal that people don't see that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
We see it.
We
We
see
hear it all
that.
the time. Oh, you look like my cousin from such and such. Yes. Yes, ma'am. But yes,
Yes,
this is
sis.
a great build.
Yes, baby. I appreciate you. Thanks so much. I went way over the time I wanted to. Sometimes when the bills are long, it's just I feel like people don't really want to watch them. It's like, oh, that's too long. I don't want to be bothered, But they'll stay and
Well,
listen 8, 9, 6, 7, 8 hours to some nonsense. It's be sad. But I be trying to keep it a little short a lot of times just to make sure that people have time. Oh, I got time. Let me listen to this, and they can get little drops of pieces of something that may benefit them or help their health or somebody in their life. So this
uh-huh.
is definitely it was still enough where people can listen if they want to hear if it's meant for them. And you coming up again as usual, adding to the table and bringing some of your beautiful information and your great spirit, sweetheart. I really appreciate you too, sis. Thanks so much for joining.
You're welcome. Thank
And
you for having me.
yes, babe, anytime. You already know. So y'all, any of your last words, sis? Let me mute up because I'm hearing my
Yeah,
echo again.
I just want to say thanks to the chat. And thanks for having me. Everybody have a blessed day and a very prosperous day. And everybody have great blessings. I appreciate everybody and I love everybody's content. I like everyone's input. I get knowledge from everybody in the chat also. And I appreciate you for having me and letting me come in.
Yes, sis, definitely, definitely. We definitely gonna do this again. I'll be doing one later. I don't know if you wanna pop in, but I plan on doing it later. Like I said, sometimes things don't cooperate with me. But I plan on doing one later. So hopefully I'll see you then, babe. If
Yes,
not,
ma'am. I
and
set
you
my
get busy,
reminder.
all right, boo. You have a awesome day and thanks again for your beautiful presence. It was definitely appreciated as usual.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, babe. Yes, and to my chat, y'all already know ain't nothing but love, all great energy, nothing but the best and fullest of every freaking thing. I say that again, the fullest. Fullness, blissfulness, nothing but power, energy, strength, recognition, remembrance, ignition of light coding, information from your ancestors that is strong within you, holding strong those barriers that are there trying to keep you from remembering who you are, what you are, the power and strength within you, and everything that resides within you that's trying to block that. It is removed, it is taken away, it is transformed into something that is diminished into the dirt, something that can be used to walk upon because you are so freaking strong. Y'all, everything. I love my chat. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I am out. Peace, blessings, and the best of everything. Peace and love to my chat. If you got anything extra, any type of energy or anything that was a blessing to your heart, mind, spirit, soul, ear, something that you saw the sister showed that was beneficial to you. Make sure you are grasping on to that and using that energy, to recycle it into something that's beneficial for you or somebody that's in your life, somebody that's in your area. They may not even be a part of your life, but they may come into your life, even in passing. Sometimes these things are important to make sure that you are doing certain things and using certain things to the benefit of others, even if it's not something that's beneficial to y'all. I love y'all. Peace, love, and blessings. And y'all better know it's all genuine. I don't just get up here to talk front. I don't do none of that. If anybody hearing my voice and resides with you, and see me for who I am. Y'all know that it's all love. It's all good and peace, blessings, blissfulness to everybody. Mwah. I'm out.